Hey guys, it's Lambast Podcast here. I'm Brandon.
I'm Chris.
I'm Drew.
I'm Meg.
We're here with our third episode, talking about some B movies, some having stories spoiled for us, the passing of Bill Paxton, getting sand in all the wrong places, and unusual sleeping habits. And just as a warning, there might be some spoilers about some B movies and TV shows and video games, so proceed with caution.
Let's get this thing rolling.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Now, nobody on earth wants to hear that, Chris.
That's too fucking bad. It's already out there in the void, man.
But
You're not going to deny me of this. Fuck you.
I will deny you of this because that is just why.
Disgusting,
The void is
right?
deep, Brandon.
Exactly. This is what Nietzsche talks about.
This is groundbreaking shit, man.
Yeah, just
We're transforming podcasts, man.
and we're getting on the fucking like existential level of podcasting. It's like, what is it that we're really doing? Are we really sitting here talking to you, or are we just working?
Oh,
It's just fucking lame, man.
Hey, Brandon, what did you want to talk about?
I want to know why more people don't put grease in their coffee, Megan.
You're
Let's not
disgusting.
talk. No.
It-
Next,
yes.
next,
No.
next
No,
topic.
no, there's no
no.
time.
No.
Here's the funny thing. Like, I had so many reservations about watching this movie because just alone the name, The Greasy Strangler, that's what fucking bothered me. I've worked fast food joints. I've worked fucking food joints.
Oh, grease.
And I like to cook. I fucking hate grease. I really do. And I hate like congealed grease, and that's mainly what they show in this fucking flick. And it's fucking weird. Like, that wasn't really what bothered me about the movie. Ultimately, that was like kind of like the least worryable part after watching the flick because I wanted to turn it off after that scene that you told me to fucking stop it at, which we'll just refer to as the potato chip scene.
Oh, but the greasy grapefruit scene too.
That's the one that like I didn't understand why the scene was even in the fucking movie to begin with. So
What did you not?
then again, like most of that movie didn't seem like it had a fucking point to it. There was no real point to it.
welcome to B movies.
Like, you know what the best part about it was when Megan and me both watched it this morning, and the funny thing is that like it wasn't until like maybe 20 minutes before the ending Megan finally chimes in with, "Are there no police in this town?" And I was like,
That
"No, I don't
was one of
believe
my
so."
Favorite
Like,
aspects of that movie.
I didn't.
You
That
have
police were not present at
Yeah,
all.
just
there was no law
non-existent.
enforcement.
They were talking about murdering a murderer, and they're like, "I'm gonna." What picked it up for me was they were like, "I gotta get this evidence." I'm like, "You're gonna touch that? You're gonna move the body? What?"
That was the part where you were like, "Oh, this is fucking unbelievable."
Nobody's looking for Porker except for
Yeah.
Brighton, whatever his name is.
So you
Braden.
paid more attention to
Big
the movie than I
Braden.
did.
Big Braden.
Big Braden.
Big Brandon.
I really wanted to shut the TV off.
Like, I did too. I'm
the Greasy Strangler took off Braden's pig nose and then just stuck his finger
Porker's
in
pig
there.
nose.
Porker's
Yeah.
pig nose.
Oh, I love that scene. It was grotesque.
Dude,
I was like, I can't.
Dude, like the whole movie, like I did not want to get through it because like, it was just so fucking disgusting. And then like,
B movie.
dude, this transcended B movies. This wasn't even like a B movie anymore. Like this was just. I've never seen anything like it. I don't think I ever will. Like
Watch Street Trash.
But see,
At least Tim and
seriously.
Eric, I can sit through it.
that was the thing. That was the thing. Like it seemed like it was like. Don't get me wrong. I can see where the homage to that kind of stuff was, but at the end of the day, more often than not, what bothered me the most is that it seemed like it was stealing too much from their style. It seemed like they were laying it on a bit too thick, a little bit too thick for me. That was just me.
To me, it came across on the same level of Tim and Eric.
See, I think that Tim and Eric's a little bit more subtle with their stuff.
No.
I think they're a little bit more subtle.
They're not.
Do you know what else I can sit through better than the Greasy Strangler? Xander
What?
Xander.
on
I don't
Adult
know.
Swim at
Yeah,
like 4 in
Xander.
the morning.
I don't know.
You know
Xander.
what I'm talking about,
what
Drew.
Xander
I
is.
I've never heard of
haven't
it.
seen a full episode, but I know what you're talking about.
I don't know what it is.
I've seen so many.
What is it? I don't. What is
Hold
it?
up. What is Xander?
Yeah.
Xander is this he's this weird creature, and it's like the worst animation you could possibly think of. Let me look up the full name.
Like
for
when you
it.
say bad animation, like are you talking like home movies? Because home
Kinda
movies is
like
like
no, it's kind of like computer generated bad animation.
oh, that kind like what, like 3D rendering and shit?
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess I could see that, but like it's just I've never even heard of it. I've never even heard of it.
I'm trying to find the full title right now because maybe that'll just set you off.
but seriously, just watch.
Xander, Renegade Angel.
I've still never heard of that.
It's such a terrible show.
But you need to watch the movie Street Trash. The thing is about the Greasy Strangler was in the style of of Street Trash mixed with Tim and Eric. They're all in the same universe.
Yeah, I was about to say is like, well, I mean, I don't think they're really in canon form same universe.
No,
or are you just
but-
saying in like in terms of style?
Styles.
Oh, okay, then that's understandable. But like, I didn't get to see Street Trash yet. Like, I haven't
Yeah,
seen it
you
yet.
need
I know
to.
that that's like up there. I'll probably watch it during some point like this week. I know I will.
Yeah,
But it's
so
more.
much
It's
fun.
not even so much that. It's more like the movie itself seemed like it was too heavy handed in the Tim and Eric bit, and that was my only like fault with it. That also is probably the single most crude movie I've ever seen. I've never seen a more crude
yeah.
movie. A woman
It is.
talks with her butthole. Like that was. I've never seen something
Hootie
like that before.
Tootie Disco Cutie.
Dude, I really wish that would be my. That I wish
Janet,
that would have been.
not with your butt.
Dude, I'm dead serious. Like, I wish that had come out during when I was in high school. I wish stuff like that came out during like. No, we ended up getting Borat. Don't get me wrong, Borat's fucking great, but like that's what we got. We didn't get fucking B movies like that.
Yeah, like the Greasy Strangler was still so much fun, and I've come to realize the more I discuss this movie, the more I enjoy it. Like after I first watched it, I had no idea how to feel about it.
Right.
Then after talking to more and more people about it, just thinking about the different aspects of it, because the potato chip scene is one of the funniest scenes in that.
See
damn movie.
that was like I honestly laughed out loud when I saw that he had punched that one dude in his face and it literally caved it in like it was a rubber face. Like that made me laugh out loud. I was just like, that's fucking ridiculous. But then again, like the whole movie wasn't at that point.
Yeah, the entire movie is ridiculous.
It's just I've never seen such a fucking
Like, what universe can Big Ronnie go out in his disco suit?
like see what really struck me really awesome about this movie honestly was the fact that like I have never seen such bold human beings in my fucking life. I have never seen such like I watched a very big plus size woman talk with her butthole like full blown naked on set. I watched
It was amazing, wasn't it?
Full bush.
yeah, full bush, everything, and she didn't conform to no societal
70s
norms.
bush.
Like, I don't know if it was 70s bush, maybe
60s bush?
It
1460s bush.
1460s.
Me doth
Man, we're going
protest
way
you
back.
have carpet downstairs.
But you have, along with her just being incredibly brazen, you
That-
have
yeah.
every scene with her and Big Braden. Am I doing it right, Janet? Am I doing it right, Janet? Am I doing it right, Janet?
Like that, dude.
Janet?
That creeped me out too. Like
I
that, after a while,
laughed
that was
my
fucking
ass
weird.
off
Like, it was funny, but it was
every
weird.
time.
It was like it was on the level of like, don't get me wrong, like it was funny, but at the same time, I was like, that's a little weird. Like the whole movie gave me that Uber Willie's chill, like
It's
feel of,
supposed
like-
to. They try to.
Yeah, and they did a good job of it. I will give it, like, if that was their goal is to make me feel extremely uncomfortable, then fucking by far did they knock it out of the goddamn park.
They meant to.
Oh, I mean, and if that's the case, then fucking, you know what? Good on them. Like, I will give them that. But like personally, I'm never gonna watch that movie ever again, and I probably won't ever suggest it to anybody purely based on the fact that I don't know a single person that would need to see this film.
A lot of people need to see this film. I am
Sure.
not going to lie.
I would love for you to have gone to college and this was your dissertation about this in your class.
Just remember, I mean, March
I would have loved to-
24th through the 26th, Michael St. Michael's, who played Big Ronnie, and Sky Elabar, who played Big Braden, are both going to be at Mad Monster.
Really?
Yes. Their first convention appearance ever.
Now I kind of want to go to that more because, like, the
Like,
more I think
how
about
do
it,
you
like,
not want to meet
Well, I mean, it's him. It's fucking Judith O'Dea. It's Butch Patrick. It's Billy Dee Williams. It's Phil Anselmo. Did Ric Flair get added to that?
Yep.
Oh fuck! If Ric Flair got added to it, dude, I gotta go. I gotta get a picture with the Nature Boy. I don't know why, but I need. Yeah, I've got to meet the Nature Boy for no reason whatsoever. I've got to fucking like.
But
I've got to meet
Ric
him.
Flair will be there.
Like, I'm not even a wrestling fan. I used to be when I was a kid. No, I was like a kid when I was like anywhere between the ages of like 7 and like 10. I was really big into wrestling, and that was like at the time when like Stone Cold, Steve Austin, and The Rock were like huge. God. Dude, I remember the whole Mankind Undertaker Hell in a Cell match. I was like, like I went to a few live tapings of it. It was fucking weird. Like, and I haven't watched it in like fucking over a decade, but like, you fucking. It brings back so many good memories, too.
Ooh, really and talking about B movies, Mark Torgl, who played the Toxic Avenger, or the nerd, the nerd from the Toxic Avenger is going to be there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, like, one of the kings of B movie actors. I was born in this log cabin. I built my own 2 hands.
Oh, you built the cabin before you were born?
Yes.
You built the cabin?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Speaking of cabins.
God damn it, Megan, what?
Alan Wake.
What?
Motherfucker, that fucking game. That stupid
for
fucking
fuck's
game,
sake, no
dude.
one cares about a bullshitty game.
Are you telling me this after you're telling me about the Greasy Strangler?
There is a big difference, and you know it. You had fun watching the Greasy Strangler.
I will completely and fully admit, and I shouldn't have to say this, and I really don't wish I could, but I will fully admit that I had fun watching that movie. It was a fun watch, but I'm not going to ever suggest it to a single human soul for the rest of. I will fully admit I've seen it, but at no point will I ever have to go up to somebody and be like, "You need to see this fucking flick." Like,
but if you can walk away saying I had fun, then it's a good movie.
That doesn't mean it's a good movie, Brandon.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Sometimes the point of the movie is not just to entertain you, but to also like impart, like give you something, make you feel something.
Yeah, but that's not the goal of this movie.
What? Obviously,
it kept you entertained for a period of time.
It did, and it was disgusting. It was disgusting how it did.
It succeeded in everything it set out to do.
But
you cannot argue it.
No, I can't. I'm not going to. Like, it's sad and disturbing. That movie is sad and disturbing on a million different levels, and I wish that I wish I hadn't seen it, but thank God I have. Thank God I have, because now every movie that you're going to ever suggest to me for the rest of time is always going to have a bit of reservation. I'll be like, is it fucking like The Greasy Strangler? Because if it is, I want no part in it. I'm gonna let you know that now. Like, you're wanting me to watch this movie called Street Trash that has real fucking hobos in it and shit like that, which is fine with me. I don't really care about that. But like,
they play keep away with a man's dick.
See, that's fucking weird.
Sounds fun to me.
Well, I agree. It sounds extremely fun.
I would
this sounds like a Saturday afternoon in the midsummer.
Yeah, playing keep away with penises.
Yeah,
loose penises. This was Megan's forte
That's my new
back in
band
the day,
name.
just playing keep away with penises.
Shut up. Start playing that song. I get around my Beach Boys.
Yeah. I told Megan one day, I was just like, Megan, listen. This is you back in the day. And I just played Get Around, like I Get Around by the Beach Boys, and she hit me. Like, I'm not going to lie.
She should have hit you.
I mean, I would have hit me too. It would hit me too.
I want to hit you now.
You always want to hit me, but I always want to hit you. We're always at each other's throats, and yet, like, we'll never do it. We'll never do it.
You're a punk.
You're a pussy.
You're a punk ass bitch.
Yes, you are, Brandon.
See,
What?
you got your best friend over there saying, it's like, yeah, you know what? He's fucking right.
Chris is definitely
I agree
right.
with you. I agree with the both of you.
But
okay. Yeah.
Okay, Jesus.
Peace and love,
this
man.
This is what people say to Drew. Like, okay, Jesus.
Hey, Brandon.
It's pronounced Jesus.
Have you guys ever seen like the new Jungle Book movie?
Nope.
You haven't?
Dude, it was
really
actually
good.
fucking good. It was actually really good. It was actually really fucking killer.
I expect it to be good. I just don't have any desire to watch it.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's not.
Yeah.
I'm not its target audience.
Okay.
It's just one of those where it's like I can appreciate it without watching it.
Are you gonna see the Lion King when it comes out?
Nope.
Really?
Why?
No,
Well, did you ever like the original Disney one?
I liked them as a kid, but
As time grew on, you kind of grew out of them.
yeah.
Have you ever tried to give them a chance lately?
Like, I don't dislike them. They're just not for me. They're not.
They're not what
gonna
you're
sit
actively
there and
looking
watch
for.
it.
You're not looking for that movie.
I'll
It's
sit.
mind control. That's why.
Exactly.
It's mind
It's
control.
Disney mind control.
I'll sit around and watch the Jimmy Neutron movie all day long.
The Jimmy Neutron. Now, see, that's,
Yeah.
'Cause that's
a decent
science.
But see, here, like, here's why the Jungle Book was actually good. Though the Jungle Book was good because like the graphics were fucking good.
Yeah.
The real big reservation I had with the movie, honestly, was the kid. The kid seemed a little bratty at times, which I
Wait,
get.
are we discussing the live action movie now?
No, well, like the live action, the new one that just came out, not the cartoon one back in the day.
Okay,
I'm
I
talking
thought
about the
you were talking
back
about
in
the
the
classic
day.
cartoon, and I was like, wait a second, I don't remember him being bratty.
No. No, in this movie, he's like awful bratty. Like, I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. Maybe that's just kind of the thing that he kind of gave off to me. But like, he really was not like, he was a bit, only in a few scenes, not all the time. He was just only in a few scenes. He was a little bit bratty. Everything else, though, like the animation was fucking flawless
Yeah.
from the floor up. Fucking gorgeous.
That's everything
And-
I heard about it.
Yeah, like the animation, like they did include 2 songs too. They included "Bare Necessities," like the one from back in the day with him and
of
Baloo,
course.
and then they
I want to be like you.
I Want to Be Like You with King Louie. They actually did both of those songs in the movie.
I'm not surprised by
Like,
that. though.
I was actually surprised. I wasn't expecting them. I was expecting them to reference Bare Necessities, and that was it.
Is it the 3D animation? Or
The
is it-
one that just came out.
Yeah.
that's the one we're talking. about.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like Pixar stuff.
Yeah, it's beyond that, dude. It's
Yeah.
like it's real. It looks real.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like, it looked fucking good, and like that was last year when it came out. So I can only imagine that Lion King, it's going to be a few years, but I know that there's a lot of ground you can break in just a few years in that field.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I want to see what Lion King is going to look like, because it's going to be directed by Jon Favreau, who directed The Jungle Book, and it's
Donald Glover.
yeah,
is Simba.
Glover.
Glover.
Simba.
Oh,
Edit that
man.
out.
No.
No,
I
No,
want to keep
you're
that. It's
going to be
adorable.
Crispin
Shamed.
Glover is Simba. Did you guys know that?
Crispin Glover. Just the whitest thing you could say about that in that instance, right there.
They're like, no, Megan, it's Donald Glover.
It's
Like,
Donald.
No. I heard it was Crispin Glover.
It was Crispin Glover. Like, oh my god.
I really should have
Oh,
went blonde.
Megan.
This shit has gone to my brain.
Oh god.
You really need to grow your natural hair color back out,
I
Megan.
should.
Oh,
Maybe
God.
then I'll
Blonde
be
has
smarter.
soaked in.
Well, honest to God, what is like your natural hair color is like what, brown?
Yep.
There you go.
No, that's when she responds with pink.
I'm her fiance, by the way, that just answered that question on my own
And you had forgotten.
hesitantly. Like, I didn't even remember at this point. I was like, what's your natural hair color?
It's
Like,
brown. Chris.
It's brown, but I did have like brown eyebrows until like 5th grade.
Really?
I had like no eyebrows up until like 4th or 5th grade. They were so light and sparse.
That's such an odd thing to be like.
She's bragging about it.
Yeah, like it's.
I'm not bragging. It's hilarious. I look like a little Mona Lisa.
But like that. I've not realized this. When we get home tonight, I'm actually gonna go try and find some old pictures of her and see if I can be like, no, you fucking had eyebrows, man. You just didn't realize it.
No,
Like,
you're gonna go back and look at it, and you're just gonna scream from the other room.
I
Ah,
was gonna be like,
no eyebrows.
it's like it looks like Voldemort with that wig on. Like, no, I mean she doesn't look that bad. I mean,
No. As a child, I bet she did.
But no, like
Little gray Lord Voldemort walking around.
like getting back on the subject of like the movie, like the Jungle Book, it was actually a pretty killer flick. I liked it. It was fun, and I'll fully admit that like it was a good time.
It had a pretty good twist at the end because it wasn't. Okay, Brandon, Drew, do you guys care about spoilers?
Well,
Well, do you care about the
usually
new Jungle Book spoilers?
I usually forget spoilers like as soon as I get done.
Well, this is going to be
Thank you.
recorded.
That's why
so
I
you
don't
can't
care if
forget
something
it.
if something typically gets spoiled for me. I don't really give a shit because like in the next day or so, I'm gonna forget it.
Yeah,
No, well,
and
I
when I
did-
see the movie, it's like, oh,
you ran out of the room at the Logan trailer.
Because I haven't had any of that movie spoiled for me. Most times movies are already spoiled for me because I've seen a commercial or somebody talks to me about them, Brandon, or like I saw the trailer or I read about it online or something like that. But no, Meg, what were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
What was it? What video game was it that I ruined for you? Was it Mass Effect?
Yeah, you fucking ass. Yeah, I popped in Mass Effect. I was fucking like, I'd never played it, and I was like, fuck yeah.
Does
finally
the boy die in the end?
The boy?
I don't know. I've never played Mass Effect.
See, I got to play. I turned it on.
Shotgun approach, Megan.
Dude, I turned it the fuck on, right?
Yeah.
I played it for like 10 minutes. I played it for like 10 fucking minutes, and then she was just like, I don't know how she brought it up. Or
No,
something
it was
like
it was like a picture that I saw online, and it was like, here's something cool that you can figure out about how the game ends, and it was like something that tells you
immediately
throughout
as
the
soon
game.
as I read it. As soon I think it had to have been the headline, or it had to have been like the first sentence and whatever you had given me. That's when I had read it because I remember that. I remember that I had read something that you had given me now, but it was like that was all I can remember. It's like it was either the headline or the first sentence in it immediately ruined the fucking game, like spoiled the entire game, and I was fucking livid, dude. Like I had waited years to fucking play this game. Not
But
because
the way that the game itself actually spoils the ending if you're smart and you look at the right things. But
Yeah, so now she's just going to condescend you, Chris.
and so
If
no,
you're smart.
the picture that I saw, it showed how it did, and I thought it was really clever, and I was like, Chris will love this, even though he just started playing the game, and even though he did tell me he doesn't really give a shit about spoilers, but I was like,
Oh, boy, did he mind there.
God, did I find like that was the only that's one of the only
Yes.
times I think I've ever.
I felt really bad, but I think to
Right.
get back at me, he spoiled a couple Game of Thrones things.
Oh
for
no!
me.
Yeah, that's I did spoil something in Game of Thrones for her, like
No.
right in like the second season, and she was like, "Fucking thank you," and she got mad for like 10 seconds. I was like, "No, you don't get to be fucking mad about this one because you spoiled a whole fucking game series for me, man." Like immediately upon like me playing it, I was like, "I at least let you got to season 2 before I fucking read you off this spoiler." Like, and I didn't even know if it was a true spoiler because I had read about it online and I hadn't watched Game of Thrones beforehand. Neither one of us had up to like the point where the spoiler was. So like we didn't know if it was true or false, and it kind of was and it kind of wasn't.
Does someone die in it?
Someone dies, yeah, someone dies.
It's
but
Game
like,
of Thrones,
yeah,
Brandon.
dude, like,
Don't
it's
you
every
watch
other-
TV?
It's like every other episode, somebody fucking major dies.
No,
and
that's
it's fucking
like
annoying. But
that's
like, it's
like
fucking
one of the
interesting.
main jokes about that show is how many people just die.
Well, look at the South Park, the 3-part series that they did on that. It's fucking like pretty goddamn accurate on how that fucking show goes.
Yeah.
You know that whole
A lot of penis.
Like, nah, not as much penis as they make fun of.
There's
will
really
admit that.
only
You
been
know-
like 2 or 3 penises I've seen in Game of Thrones.
Honestly, yeah. We
There's
went through 6
I
seasons.
even saw an interview with George R. R. Martin where they asked him about South Park episodes. Mm-hmm. He laughed and responded with, "I don't think I like penis that much." That was his only response to that, and that question. He took no offense to the episode.
Well, like that's a lot of people nowadays don't take a whole lot of offense to South Park because like they
they get
consider
away
it
with
kind of an honor at this point because they've been doing it. Like, dude, they are the best. They are the absolute greatest social commentary in like the past
they
15,
are.
20 years, man. Like they have been. I remember watching the first ever episode on TV when I was a fucking kid. Like I can't even like that show is so poignant at times. And these past few seasons
Tom
have been
Cruise
so
is
fucking.
in the closet.
Tom Cruise is in the closet. I mean, dude, they've been sued by every fucking body. They lost Isaac Hayes at a point
Yeah.
because they offended him apparently.
Actually, I read an interview where after Isaac Hayes passed, I think his daughter
Yeah.
said, or maybe it was like a year before he passed, his daughter said that Isaac Hayes never actually quit.
Yeah, no, that was his son. That was his son. Like one of his sons said that another one of his sons was doing that for him, or like his manager was doing that for him, or somebody that was close to him was doing that for him.
Yeah.
when it had nothing to do with his decision.
And yeah, he had no
But
idea
Isaac-
that he actually quit the show until
Yeah, but Isaac Hayes was already pretty sick by then, anyways.
yeah.
So like I think at that point like that probably would have been his last season. Obviously because he died at around that time.
Yeah.
So I
What?
think that, like go ahead.
No, I thought Isaac Hayes died a while. Yeah, Isaac Hayes died a while.
When did
after.
Isaac Hayes die? Hold on, let me.
Wasn't it like fairly recently?
When did Isaac Hayes like? I like that's. I really don't remember honestly because
We have to verify stuff before we speak.
it should be.
You're welcome.
2008. So he died like fucking 9 years ago, dude. He
When-
died in 08.
When did the South Park episode come out?
Oh God, which one? Which one are we talking about? Was the one where Chef actually dies?
The last one where he did? That he
They
actually did?
actually did?
Yeah.
Oh God. He probably did whatever season before that. So.
Like,
Let me. Chef dies. That's all I gotta do is look at that. And. I'm pulling up the episode right now. 2006. So
yeah, he would have actually started to get
so
sick around that time.
2005 was his last season
Yeah.
that he did, because the Return of Chef right here is like the one where he dies.
God, I did not think Isaac Hayes had been dead that long.
I really didn't think that either.
That's
Now
so
it's kinda-
disappointing.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's not just because he was a South Park fucking voice.
I need to
But it was
rewatch
because he
Escape from New York now.
was Escape from New York. Shaft was fucking great. Great flick.
Not as good as Escape from New York.
I haven't seen Escape from New York. You're gonna hit me, but I'm dead serious. Yeah, that's
You know
why-
what?
what
That
the
was actually
fuck
on
is
at
wrong
my
with
work.
you?
the
That
other
is
night.
why I gave you the fucking action
It's
figure.
such a good movie. Not Escape from LA now. That
Okay.
was a horrible, horrible fucking movie.
New York was on TV last Friday.
Was it?
You should
It was
watch
around
it.
midnight. My coworker came in and she turned on the TV and fucking there it was.
And I'm assuming you watched it for a little bit.
Hell no, because
Megan,
I'm not a huge fan of her.
Oh,
So
fair.
I would not
Understandable.
watch TV with her.
Understandable.
but that does not change the fact that you desperately need to watch Escape from New York. Drew, don't you like Escape from New York?
Yeah, but it's been a while since I've seen it. And I always get it confused with They Live.
Oh, you do.
I've heard that. though. I've heard that.
Dude, he does.
I don't know. I don't really know much about the movie, but I've heard that, and like that sounds really funny to me.
Have you seen They Live? You have never seen They Live either?
I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of there's a lot of like 80s flicks and shit like that I never checked out because like I just could not. 80s flicks are just not my thing.
You have got...
That's why I've been putting off Kung Fury for so fucking long, because I've heard that that's 80s fucking cheese. To
It
the max.
is.
And it was like apparently
It
it's
is
really fucking
phenomenal.
Good. And
You watch Kung Pao.
Dude, I
Oh,
love
God, that
anything
is a
Stephen
good
Chow
movie.
does. Anything fucking Stephen
That's
Chow does.
not
I'll fucking-
Stephen Chow, you bitch.
Stephen Chow wasn't Kung
Kung
Fu.
Pao.
It has
Kung-
Chow
entered-
Mine last night.
Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
That wasn't Stephen Chow.
No, it's where a white comedic actor overdubs himself over
Dude.
some classic
What?
Japanese kung fu
Steve
movie.
Odekirk.
Yeah.
Chris, we've watched this. Me and my stepbrother and Tristan would watch this movie all the damn time when we were kids. It takes excerpts from like old
Oh God, you're right.
old films and puts it into a modern recording.
Wow. Okay, I did not know about. I've seen this movie like on like DVD stands and shit like that in stores, but I've never picked it up.
You would love this movie to death.
Why? I already like Stephen Chow's movies pretty
No.
well. And there's
Chris,
a
you've
few
never
good.
seen this movie?
This has
No.
nothing to do with Stephen Chow at all.
Do I just keep bringing up Stephen Chow because I actually like his movies? And
I
that's it.
fucking worship Stephen Chow,
You
but
know
that
what's
doesn't...
funny? It's
You're
got
being
11
racist.
It's got 11% on Rotten Tomatoes.
And this is a movie that Brandon's sitting here telling me is like, you need to see this fucking film.
And I'll
you
say
need to see it.
You need to see this fucking film.
Are you fucking serious?
It's
Yes.
so funny.
I mean,
It is-
do we have a copy of it? Or
It's on Plex.
oh, is it? All right,
Yes.
I'll check it out when I get home. Okay,
Good.
I will check
That-
it out. I promise.
Next week.
What is
Next week we'll discuss Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
What
Fister.
Yes, we will be discussing fisting.
Who played the Fonz in Happy Days?
Oh, Henry Winkler.
Yeah.
For years, I thought Henry Winkler was the protagonist in Kung Pao.
Oh,
Really?
man.
I struggled. It wasn't until like
She
2
got
years.
Henry Winkler
It
confused
wasn't.
with
He
Stephen
looked just like him.
Odekirk.
Steve Odekirk looks just like him in a way, but it wasn't until like
Okay.
It
I
wasn't
like that you had to
until,
cover
like-
your tracks there. I like that. Like, you're just like, I don't know if I'm going to be wrong. So
it
like,
wasn't until like 2 years ago I actually found out it was Steve Odekirk, and I was
Yeah.
a little upset.
see, I like I said, I've seen this movie on DVD stands in stores like
You have
Walmart,
got
Best Buy,
to
and
watch
shit.
it.
But I've never picked it up, and I've never even bothered to look at it because I was like, it looks fucking retarded. It looks
It
like
is.
it's a dude on the cover holding like squirrels as nunchucks. And I was like, that's not for me. It doesn't look like a movie for me. But maybe I've been wrong the whole time. Like I get. It took me years to get around to watching like Not Another Teen Movie and all these spoof movies. That are there. It took me
The
years.
spoof movies were disappointing, but
I don't know. Some of them were good. Some of them were good.
I mean, scary movies 1 and 2 were
Scary
good.
Movies 1 and
Naked
2 were good.
Gun,
Naked Gun, all of them.
Airplane.
Every one of the Naked Guns. Are
all
good.
3 of the Naked Guns, and Police Academy. Or Police
Squad.
Police Squad.
The first
series.
Police Academy I liked. I didn't like any of the others.
There's another one with Bobcat Goldthwait that is amazing.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I'll
watched
watch
1 and
anything
2.
that
Maybe
Bobcat
3.
Goldthwait's in.
Thank you,
Anything.
Megan.
Yeah, Megan loves Bobcat.
I don't give a shit what it is.
Have you
it
seen
could have been
One
the
Crazy
Greasy
Summer?
Strangler.
Have you seen One Crazy Summer?
No.
It is on Plex. Chris, I have been bothering you to watch this. One Crazy Summer is an 80s John Cusack teen comedy. And it is one of my favorite damn movies ever. It has got Bobcat Goldthwait in it.
I'm sorry, I cannot control myself. Drew has drawn people on all 5 of his left fingers.
The entire that is what our sound engineer does while we
You are so
record
precious.
everybody.
Yeah,
He draws faces on his thumbs.
and here's what's funny is
He's
it
got
looks
a
like a
hairy-
it looks like a restaurant team on just his fingers.
Hey.
So you got the maitre d on the thumb, and then you've
No,
got like some disappointed
no.
people and some happy people at the top.
His
Like,
thumb,
it looks-
Chris. His thumb is
general
hairy.
manager.
It's you. He designed his thumb in homage of you, Chris.
I kind of want him to put like a little general manager tag on it, man. Name him something like Stewart or something.
Its
somebody
name is
like that.
Chris because he just grew a hairy thumb for you.
God, why do I have to be synonymous with hairy thumbs? I don't even
Chris,
have hairy
look
thumbs.
look at your pose in your every picture.
Stu
You're
is his
a
name.
hairy thumb.
Oh,
Hello,
Jesus.
Stuart.
Stewart.
Stu. Like in like What We Do in the Shadows.
Dude, I'm not.
Stu.
Shut the hell up.
Stupendous.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I was rewatching Family Guy recently, and I know this is a horrible thing to say. It really is. But and it was one of the newer seasons just to
Chris.
kind of see what it was like, and I did laugh at one part, which was actually really funny. Stewie was saying something like he was saying something like Brian, and he when he did. He had said Brian had asked him, why do you need like so much money or something like that? I don't know, something of the sort. And he was like, I want to take this girl out so she can get a hot, nice ladle of stew. And dude, I lost my shit when I heard that. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, it took him like 12 years for that joke. I was like, I mean, like it's original. I never heard that, and I laughed my ass. I was like,
That
dude,
is a
it took you 12
phenomenal
years.
joke.
I was like, it was so good. I was like, it's
For
such a good build.
modern Family Guy, that is a phenomenal joke.
Right? I was not expecting it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, some of the writing has actually not gotten kind of better.
No,
It's just like it's
still not good.
I don't know. When did it
It's
start?
like-
When did it stop being funny to you? Honest to God, like honestly, where did you really stop watching it? Is there
After
some-
season 4.
you're-
But I
you're- fuck,
have
dude.
watched every episode of Family Guy.
That's what I'm meaning.
That
That's
is
what I'm talking
currently on Netflix. I've watched all of them.
That's what I'm talking about. Like,
But-
have you watched? Then you can't say that you're not like a fan of it because you've at least watched it.
I have watched them so I can discuss them and badmouth them because yes, I
some
did
of them
watch
are
them and
not
they
too bad.
were. It's the same reason I tried to carry on watching Futurama. I physically could not.
You're gonna get a lot of fucking
do
hate
it.
on the internet if you fucking say shit like that. Because
I will say it. I watched all 3 of the movies, and then the first 6, 7 episodes of the following season, and they were all so bad.
I cannot agree with you
Every
on
single one was
that.
bad.
I just can't agree with you on that. That's just no.
Bad.
No.
Bad. Oh, it's so bad.
I don't even want to get. I've gotten into this with you so many times, and I get to the point where like I kind
The
of want to strangle you
episode,
after a while. and be
the
like, "You're
episode
fucking wrong."
where it's like
No,
the
it's about-
Adam and Eve
do
with
it.
Zapp and Leela is one. It's unwatchable.
I just can't. I can't agree with you.
It is
I
unwatchable.
can't agree with you, man. Like, and
Even you had bragged about the episode where you find out that Hermes was the one who approved a faulty child bender. And I watched that one
I
the
did
other
like
night.
that. I like
and
that episode.
I
genuinely
wanted
liked
to
that.
turn it off. It was horrible.
What
it
made it
was-
so horrible to you? It's all the same writers. Excuse me, I'm sorry, that was disgusting. It was
You
all the
have-
same writers. It was all the same writers, and like, it was.
What is with the pissy, moany, sad bender?
What do you like? Are you referencing Bender in the first season because he eventually like ends up like not being at all like the first episode of what you're thinking of Bender? Bender has feelings, dude. Like they meant.
Yeah, but that an entire episode based around how miserable he's going to be and how he just wants to get revenge. And then you have Hermes covering his tracks, and it plays out so melancholic, and it's like it's
so
dramatized.
You just didn't. Well, yeah, they did dramatize it. I mean, I think they realized how well that they could write an episode when they did. Which is the episode where they lost Seymour?
It's like, okay, that is the perfect description of the new episodes. It's like every episode they try to make another Jurassic Bark.
Okay, Jurassic Park. That was the name of it. Like, I don't think that every episode's like that, but I did think that they got
far too many.
There was a few episodes. There was more than there should have been, because the two heaviest episodes that I can remember from the earlier seasons of Futurama when it was still on Fox was Luck of the Friarish and Jurassic Park. Those are two of the heaviest episodes, and then the season finale of season 4 where he has to learn the holophone.
Yeah,
like the Devil's Hands are outer playthings or whatever they're called.
I mean,
that's a pretty heavy episode.
There's
in the
episode The Sting, where Leela gets stung by a bee nearly
was that
dies.
in season? I thought that was in season
4.
Okay, I thought that was a newer season. No, that's the season where like Bender becomes like a fire hydrant or something like that, or a fireman or something like that. I don't know, something like that. I don't know.
There's an episode in that season where he becomes full wood.
Now, yeah, I do remember that.
Robot.
Yeah. Now that
which is a fair episode.
It's
not one of the better ones, but it's very fair.
Yeah, it's an alright episode. It's not terrible.
But none of them touch Deep South, Mother's Day, Problem with Poplars.
Yeah, those episodes are really good.
Poplar's a good wood.
Poplar's
You
a
can
good
make a lot
wood.
of birdhouses out of that.
And a poplar?
Yep.
I'll tell you what.
Yep, I'll tell you what. Cut me down a couple of poplar trees the other day. 6 inches thick.
Those are some.
If I could just have that as my text message alert instead of like the noises that my phone emits, if I could just have you just say 6 inches thick, just like that. Oh, dude, I would pay you
6 inches
money.
thick. I tell you what. I can do it. I can do it pretty easy.
It takes no effort on my part.
I'll
You're the one
sample it.
making excuses.
That's where you become a man. That's where you just say it's like 6 inches is no problem for me. Hint, hint. Wink. Fucking
Guys,
wink.
putting my number out there. Anyone looking in them bathroom stalls at truck stops?
Yeah, that's
dude,
me.
oh my god. I don't know if did I ever tell you about that?
Oh.
Oh,
What
my
are you
God,
talking
oh my God.
about?
You brought that up. I can't believe that. Okay. So this happened all when I was about 18, and this happened over a span of like 2 or 3 weeks, okay?
Oh, no.
All right. One day I was
None of us are
my
looking
first
forward
job
to this.
my first job ever was McDonald's, and it was the McDonald's pilot over on Exit 35. And I worked there, and one day I went to the bathroom stall in the pilot because the McDonald's didn't have a bathroom, and the pilot did, so I walked over there to go to the bathroom. And while I was in there, I had a Sharpie in my pocket, and I decided to write on the bathroom stall my buddy's name. Not my buddy's name, my buddy's number. His cell phone number at the time.
No.
And then I wrote under it, my name is Josh. I'm not gay, but $10 is $10. And I don't, from what I understand, for the past, like the next 2-3 weeks, he never got a phone call. At all. So, I think, well, like one night it was like 2 a.m. or something like that, and we had nothing better to do. So, like, you can go in there and dine and eat and shit like that. And we were 18, we had nothing fucking better to do. So we just went up there and hung out at 2 a.m. and ate McDonald's. And the fattest fucking thing you could do as a kid, like at 18 years old, is like, let's just go to McDonald's and hang out.
Yeah,
Like,
that sounds like a lot of 18-year-olds, though.
Yeah, but like, I mean, that's what we did. Like, it was either that or Waffle House, because like that was how it was.
Yeah.
And that's how it is down here. Once you hit around 18, when you can't really, like, when you get out of high school and shit like that, that's where you go here. Is you just end up going like, I don't want to stay at home all fucking day, be with my mom, dad, fucking bored. I'm going to Waffle House. I'm going to Waffle House. I'm going to go drink coffee.
Give me some gravy fries.
And gravy fries. That's called poutine. That's a delicacy. That's a delicacy.
We're going to Canada, Father.
We're
going to have poutine.
Poutine. Dude, have you ever had it?
Oh, dude, back when I was taking French in high school, there was
Meg
this.
would love it. Meg
There
would
was
fucking
this
love it.
dude in my French class in high school who was native Canadian, had moved to Greenville.
No shit. Like what kind of Canadian? Like
French Canadian.
like Quebec?
He was a tall. He was a tall ginger, full red beard.
Oh, dude, this dude was like fucking Irish, but like just from Irish heritage,
Oh,
like just
God,
Norse as
yes.
Irish, I tell you what.
Great dude. But one day we have like a project where it's like bring in a French-inspired dish. So he full on brought poutine. So we had poutine in French class. Dude. It was absolutely phenomenal. Dude. It was so good.
Fuck you.
I tried to make a French. Hey, Brandon.
Let go to hell,
Let her
Megan.
speak, Brandon.
No.
We had to do that project
No,
too.
Megan. Hey, Megan.
Yeah, hey. We
going
tried to do
fishing.
that project too.
No.
Fuck up, Brandon.
Let her speak. Let her speak. Damn it.
I just want
We had to do that project too,
Yeah.
and I tried to do a French flan.
What
is a French
what is
flan?
a flan? Yeah.
It's-
A flan is
I don't
flan.
know.
All right, I'm of Hispanic heritage. I know what flan is. Okay, that's me. Okay,
Why are we discussing Hispanic heritage for
because
French?
that's what flan is. You just said that you just tried
Flan
to make a
is traditionally Hispanic.
Yes, flan is a custard. Flan is a flan is a custard with dulce de leche on the top. Why?
I was thinking of the Courage
Thank
the
you, me too.
Cowardly Dog
There's an-
episode.
Oh, I think it.
Flan.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think of what that guy says. I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Is it the slab guy?
No, different guy.
Is it the guy with the
Equally-
crazy yellow hair?
No, he's hypnotizing everybody into
Yeah.
eating the flan.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that. I have got to watch that.
Yeah,
and everybody's getting like
flan.
super
Anyways,
overweight.
I made flan and I fucked it up.
Wait, okay,
Okay, like-
so I do have a
I
genuine
wasn't
question.
done with the fucking
why-
story.
Why were you making flan in French class if it's a Hispanic dish?
Well, at the time I've never even heard of flan. I
Right,
was in.
okay.
This was in what? Did you have to do it in like French 1 or French 2?
I thought it was 3. 2 or 3.
Yeah, it was in French 2,
Yeah.
and I had never even heard of flan, and I was like, what, 16?
Yeah.
And so I had Googled, French recipes or French desserts, and flan came up, and I was like, all right, I guess I'm fucking doing flan, and I just fucked it up. The egg would not fucking bake, and so what I did was I just went to Ingles and got a lot of croissants that I didn't make. And I brought in a jar of Nutella, and I got an A.
Of course you got an A. Of course you got an A, Megan.
Oh, that's so damn funny.
I
I
think
told the teacher, look, I tried.
I think
so good. Like
I think I brought in like chocolate covered cookies.
Dude,
There. That's it. King of Flan.
oh, the king of. Let me see him.
The king of
Oh my
flan.
goodness. Oh, I think I remember him. He kind of looks like Peter Lorre. Kind of looks like Peter
Yeah.
Lorre.
Yeah.
Like those cartoons that look like Peter Lorre looking motherfuckers. Like he looks just like him.
Yeah.
Just a big round version of him. It's kind of weird.
Looks like a fat Stewie.
It
Yeah,
does.
there you go. Like a fat Stewie. That's a good one.
Yeah.
But King of Flan was a very, very
here-
disturbing episode.
Here's what he says.
but
Buy
Megan-
fantasy flan.
By Fantasy Flaw.
Carry on, Megan.
What, Chris?
What I really want to know is what makes flan. What were you trying to Frenchify about this Mexican dish?
Yeah.
Look, like I said, all I did was Google French desserts, and
Right.
flan was one of the first results to come up. At that time, I did not even know what flan was.
So you just rolled with Google.
There was no
You
dulce
did
de
the
leche
one-
anyway.
You did the one thing that all teachers in high school say: don't go with Google.
That was for translation, you idiot.
Which is funny because I think that their translation thing is actually pretty fucking spot on.
It's very spotty.
If
Really?
you've ever been a
Very
French
good for,
student,
when
if
I
you've
was
ever been
in
a French
Spanish.
student, then you've noticed how off it is.
Like I do have a Russian friend, and I've tried.
Yeah.
It doesn't do it very well.
Well,
I was just doing
The only
it out
word
of
I know
curiosity.
really in Russian is restaurant. And you can thank the
bird.
keyboarding teacher at Pick and Tie.
I really just want to learn foreign curse words.
sorry. Throat strike.
Puss.
Ah, shut the fuck up. My throat strike.
Hey, I have a sweet tea in the fridge. Can you go get it for me?
No.
Yes.
I need another burr myself.
I can go get
Drew needs a bear. Go get the boy some bear. Upon resuming, we have a moment of silence for Bill Paxton. Holy shit, we actually did it.
No, I really wasn't that quiet. I was just drinking water.
No, it's just amazing.
I was thinking about my Rice Krispie
Pour some
treat
Perrier
and Bill
out for
Paxton.
Bill Paxton.
Yeah. This one's for my homie. May he rest in forever. Like, I don't know. It's sad to say I really don't know much about Bill Paxton.
I'm very
I've seen a lot of
surprised.
things.
Neither.
I've seen a lot of his.
He was in Titanic. That's where I know
Where was he?
him from.
Where was he in Titanic? I don't.
He was
remember
one of the
Titanic
scientists
that much.
looking for the heart of the ocean. He was the lead.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wasn't he
him.
an Alien and all that too?
Aliens.
I never saw it.
Aliens.
Twister.
Oh, so I've never seen that.
I hate fucking Twister. Fucking hate Twister.
I knew him from
enjoyed
Spy
Twister.
I
Kids.
hate that movie.
What?
He was in Spy Kids?
He was
Megan,
that.
for
He
shame.
was that guy that owned the roller coaster park in Spy Kids 2. He had a cowboy hat. I can't remember his name.
Remember this,
He was Coconut Pete in Broken Lizards Club Dread.
dude? I do like.
Oh shit! Really?
Yes.
See, I didn't really like Club Dread.
Are
I didn't
you
like it.
are wrong.
What? No.
Yes.
Brandon,
This is
you're
exactly
wrong.
what I preach about online
Oh.
anonymous.
He was also in Mighty Joe Young
That does not help me. Isn't that movie
He-
about the monkeys?
Hey, he
about
was
the ape.
Manufactured
in-
bands.
he was in and directed Frailty.
That's I don't what?
Have you really never seen Frailty?
No,
What?
no,
You of all people, you have not seen Frailty.
no. I have not.
How? How have you?
I
What
don't
is
know.
wrong with you?
What is wrong with it? I've never even heard of it.
I mean, window panes are frail,
Oh, I'm taking this to 4chan.
fragile.
Oh God.
They're gonna do bad things to you.
Oh God. How will I ever recover?
He was in Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh
Tom
yeah,
Cruise.
is that that Tom Cruise movie?
Tom
recently?
Cruise.
Yeah. Now that movie, I just don't remember him. He's just not that memorable.
He's a character actor. Did you ever see Weird Science?
Yes.
He was Chet.
Oh.
You betcha.
You dumb bastard.
Oh. Oh. I do remember him.
Well, duh. If you've seen the movie, you know Chet.
No, I haven't seen Weird Science since middle school. I'm assuming by the name Chet, he was a dickhead.
He was.
Okay, good.
He was
everybody
the
that's
older brother.
I'm sorry, but if your name's Chet, Chad, I'm calling out some big name people. I don't even care. Kevin or like Shane.
Oh,
If-
no.
like-
no.
Don't
What?
you talk about my father.
Oh, what?
You
what?
talk about daddy.
What's your dad's name?
Kevin.
Kevin? Okay, I don't mean it like that, all right?
I know
Every
a
Kevin.
dickhead Kevin.
There you go. Everybody does.
But not
everybody,
that Kevin.
I'm
Kevin,
not saying that. Yeah,
Drew's dad, Kevin,
everybody
is
knows
kick
that.
ass.
I'm not saying that everybody
got
that is this name
I
is an
understand.
asshole. I'm saying that everybody knows one dude with this name that's a fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
And like I'm
Damn.
called like the like what?
Yeah, I agree.
Like yeah, like I'm not saying that it's just like your dad. Like, fuck no, I'm not gonna say like I'm just not gonna come out. And
I was just playing anyways.
oh, okay.
Did
I
you
didn't
ever
want to just
see
come
the-
out and be like, yeah, fuck your
I,
dad.
I like to
didn't wanna
pretend to
fucking
be
do that.
insulted.
Have you ever seen the movie Near Dark?
No.
Oh, you fucker.
What? Does this make me uncultured?
Yes.
No, I'm sorry, but I've never even heard of this. Who else is in it besides Bill Paxton?
Lance Henriksen.
Who the hell is that?
What?
That doesn't help me.
Oh, I'm just gonna kick your ass.
Oh, is this another one of these B movie things where like I just don't get?
Lance Henriksen was in Pumpkinhead.
The fuck is that?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Drew's on
Pumpkinhead.
page here.
I don't know. Can we stray from the topic of these movies for a little bit and
No,
talk about
you
something different? Because
bastard.
I don't want to keep fucking.
You were fucking wrong here.
How am I wrong? I've just never seen it.
Exactly.
I've had other shit to do in my life. I have other shit I gotta get done.
No, there's always time for movies.
I will admit that, yes, but like that hasn't been on my list of have to watch. Why are you guys fingering each other?
Oh, God, yes. No.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Brandon.
Oh, draw. Oh, draw.
God, why? Why? God, this is why everybody made fun of you guys in fucking high school. Nobody could understand
That
like,
and the
why did
long
you guys-
hair.
Yeah, like everybody's like, "Oh, there's dudes are gay."
Everybody made fun of us.
No, that's what Brandon kept telling me. It was like everybody was like,
Everyone thought we were gay.
Everybody
Everyone
thought you guys
still
were gay.
thinks we were gay.
"Brandon, I still think you guys are gay."
That's probably the only bad thing I remember hearing about you two.
Yeah, that was it.
That was the worst of it, and I only heard that like once or twice.
Well, that would always tell Drew that he's an asshole.
Bullshit.
Bullshit artist.
Bullshit artist.
No.
Don't even get fucking started.
No.
Don't even get fucking started.
Megan, you're a bullshit artist.
Yes, we all are. Now let's move on.
I heard
all
this
right.
so goddamn much.
I don't even care what we talk
Do-
about
do
next.
you-
Let's just talk about something.
Hey. You remember me telling you about that band that I saw that opened for Radke when I saw them?
I remember, but I don't remember what the band's name was.
They're called The Fame Riot.
Yeah.
They just released their EP this week, Wednesday.
Yeah.
They released their new EP
Yeah, I think I remember you telling me about that.
on Spotify,
Yeah.
Amazon,
Uh-huh.
iTunes too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're really cool synth
Yeah.
pop
Yeah, you were.
duo from Seattle.
Yeah, I remember.
Very fun band.
Your sister once described them as a synth pop from the 90s.
The pure 80s.
Or like
this
80s,
EP
yeah.
is pure 80s.
Oh, really?
Oh God, it is. It's so good. It's pure fun.
See, like,
And those two guys brag about the image of their band is just pure androgyny.
really?
Oh yeah, they are
Like
so
androgyny, like how are we talking? Like Patty Smythe or like Steven Tyler?
Prince.
Oh,
Very pretty, frilly, fancy.
Morrissey in the 80s.
Yeah,
Oh.
Ziggy Stardust.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're very fun, very
Right.
nice guys.
Okay.
But yeah, they release new music. May 19th, we get new biters.
Well, I mean, I know you're excited about that to be one. I've got their record at my house.
Yeah.
It's like that's actually sitting on my shelf. Actually, it's.
Such a good album too that you have.
I mean, I've listened to a little bit of it, and what I have listened to, I like. It's just not something I listen to an awful lot. It's something I'll listen to if like I kind of want to go driving for a while.
Yeah.
Or if I have something to. Good God, was that? Why was
That
that?
was vulgar.
Oh God,
Watch
was
it be
ever?
Megan over there.
It
tagging
was
us.
Megan.
Megan.
Silence your phone. Please.
Oh my goodness! Why, Megan? You hit us all up at the same time. Why is this just being like check these nudes? What?
Tarnation.
Anybody else get that?
What in tarnation?
God, that's all over the fucking internet, isn't it?
Flying fly.
It was funny for like a fucking minute, but it wasn't fucking.
You sent what was the one you sent me from B movie?
Oh, it wasn't pollination.
Yes. You
No.
have no room to speak.
I sent that to you days ago when that fucking shit got started, and now it's just kind of
you
like run
did
its
not.
course.
You sent it to me 2 days ago.
Yeah, when it
2
fucking got
days.
started. That's all I've been
No.
seeing though. That's all I've been seeing over the past 2 days.
I
is
saw
like
the
that.
what in tarnation meme like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Well, I mean, I've seen.
So
I
it's
saw that. I
spun-
saw
It's
that.
about spun its life. I've memed them.
I mean, I saw like the original like Black People Twitter thing that I saw because it was that was a subreddit, and that's where I originally saw that picture, the one that with the dog and shit.
Yeah.
And I originally saw it there, but that was like a while back, maybe about a month or two ago. And now, just out of nowhere, it just popped out of nowhere. And I was like, what the fuck? Kind of came out of nowhere. I don't understand that shit.
Welcome to the internet, Chris.
I'm
You're falling behind in your old age.
not really. I mean, I get it.
Chris,
I saw it.
your
but, like,
memes are a month old.
oh Jesus. This is what this is all about.
It's intervention.
Intervention. I'm addicted to memes. Oh, good God. I don't want to say that. Oh, God.
Oh, but it's true. You know it's true.
Oh, God. No.
Chris, let's scroll through the images on your phone.
You don't want to.
Are
You
they
really don't.
are there memes, Chris?
Oh, God. It's filled with. No.
The first route to healing is to admit that you have a problem.
No, I just find funny pictures. Megan, will you get off your damn phone? Quit sending us messages. Now this one is just be like, does it look like I have Homer Simpson lips? What the hell, Megan?
Hey, I have an idea, guys.
What?
You know what it's time for, Chris?
No, I don't.
It's time for the fishing segment,
I'm
Chris.
gonna fucking kill you. I'm not doing this
Well,
now.
Lamb Bass Podcast.
I'm not doing this. I'm
We're
not
on the
doing
way
this.
to the bayou.
We're not. I'm not doing this.
Oh,
tired
here in the
old fucking
bayou, we're talking talk about.
We're here to talk about fishing gear.
We're
God,
gonna,
you
we're gonna go
echoed.
through our tackle box here.
We're gonna go through that's what the entire. It's a 25-minute long uncut, and by uncut I mean not dirty. I mean like literally, there's not a single cut in it because he thought it was good the first time around. 25 minutes, no commercial break, no
We're talking
commercial
about our
break.
tackle.
Just talking
Kind of
about
fish,
what's
man.
inside their
Okay.
tackle box.
Talking about
Next
my
episode,
pontoon.
next episode is talking about the pontoon that you're going out.
Got a Honda motor on it. I'll tell you all about it.
I got a Honda motor on my pontoon. Oh my god! The sad part is like we live in this fucking state now. We're like in this, not even the state. I mean, like as the time period, like literally the state that where we live.
Yeah.
That's a literal sentence. I'm pretty sure somebody has heard here.
I'm 90% sure I have heard it.
Yeah.
It's like these-
Honda makes pontoon motors.
Do they really?
Yeah.
I don't. Oh my god.
Or boat motors in
Product
general.
placement.
All right, now you can understand my skepticism when I heard you say that in a southern accent and then laugh afterwards,
Yeah.
giving me the thought process of like somebody strapped a fucking Civic engine to this boat.
Now that would be badass.
That would just be pure badassery.
Yeah, because
I
everybody
want to
needs
befriend this man.
Everybody needs a 250 horsepower motor on the sea. Everybody
Hey,
needs to hit
like
If you go
70.
in
are so
fishing,
slow
you
on the
can't
road,
waste
maybe
no
they're like-
time.
Pontoons are supposed to be fucking slow,
Can't
or
waste no
relatively
time
not
fishing.
terribly fast.
This
Yeah,
is
so
sport
sticking a
fishing,
Civic
Chris.
engine
For
in there would
fishing.
be fine.
Yeah, yeah. Brandon's saying this is all for fishing. Let's
Sport
just
fishing.
sport fishing. Yeah, let's say that you can
What
catch
test line do
anything.
you use?
Tesla. All right, we're not doing this. We are fucking not doing this. Oh my god, I hate this fucking shit. I hate this shit. so
Personally,
fucking
I like
much.
20-pound test.
I'm going
This is
to
good in
leave. I will
between.
leave
It
right
is.
now.
But if you go in deep, you gotta go 50 pound.
I'm just gonna let him get it out.
Yeah, pull out that desk that somebody
Chris.
dropped in the lake.
Are you upset because we didn't invite you to go fishing with
No,
us?
not at all. Not at all. First off, let me explain to you why this is all completely ridiculous.
Oh,
One,
man.
this has
Talk about
nothing to
that
do
time on
with
Lake
what you're
Hartwell.
trying, like with the entire podcast in general. Okay, I don't care
No,
for the fact that I get the fact that we don't.
bass.
I get it, you son of a bitch. Okay, I will start labeling off boat puns just to piss you off.
Look, Megan,
That's our new logo. We need to find a picture of a bass.
No, we are not.
I'm gonna
Good strap
change all the
bass.
LPs to LBs.
Oh my god, I'd come over here and fucking murder you. Oh my god, I'd fucking kill you. Please don't do that.
Oh, that doesn't change
my
the fact
God.
that is. Oh, comedic gold because I enjoyed that one. All right,
That's why it was
by you.
That's why it was good. That's why that joke was good. And Tyler's like, man, that joke was good. Everybody know why? Because I enjoyed it.
Exactly.
That's all I heard out of your cocky fucking mouth right then and there. It's just, man, things are great when I enjoy them. That's all I heard.
Well, they are.
Asshole.
If I had fun,
But it's such a broad statement to make it. It's such a. That's things you say to yourself in your head. It's not
When I'm
things
having
you,
a down
you
day.
stun about outside.
when I'm having a bad day, I'm just step back and I'm like, I had fun.
Brandon, I'm going to let you know now. You are an adult.
Yeah,
Most people don't care.
I do.
I know you do.
That's why I'm here.
Shit.
Huh?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I like to hear the sound of myself speak.
Well, that makes one of us.
Exactly. That's all it takes.
It's just one person, and that person is me. My mom said I could be president, so I'm gonna be. That's
This
all
is
I-
mine. I've claimed it. I am doing this. I deem myself successful in this. I am retiring.
Yep. In the span of like 32 seconds, you've done your entire career, and then now it's
I
just like
exceeded
withered
my
die.
expectations, everybody. Congratulations to me.
God, it's so rich.
Where is my
Fuck.
trophy?
Oh God.
As I walk into the other room and come back with a gigantic trophy.
It's like, Brandon, that's a
that you made
golfing.
yourself.
Yeah, it's like it's a golfing. It has nothing to do. It's like,
But, like,
is
down
that
on
a
the plaque-
jiu-jitsu guy at the top? Like,
Down the
You
bottom,
can see
you
the
see he's
glue.
taking like a Sharpie to the nameplate.
yeah, it's not even like he
It's
didn't even get a new
Drew's.
pad. Yeah, it's
I
Drew's
took one
trophy.
of Drew's trophies. Just colored my name on it. It's mine.
Like, it turns out this is all. It's true. You've been doing this for years. Drew's been silent about this. This is how it comes out. Brandon's a horrible friend.
Yeah.
He just whispers into the mic, "Help."
If any of you listeners can help me, just drop a comment.
Megan, you're
I was really trying to be so slick. I'm sorry.
Put it down. You can't. No. Drew, edit this out, please. Edit
I
it out.
I heard the crunch as she. put it
You
in
gotta
her
have
mouth.
self-control, Megan.
You don't have to edit that out, Drew.
Well, I mean, I didn't edit out the little
Rice
bit-
Krispie treat.
Yeah, the Rice Krispie treat thing.
If it's
I mean,
funny in post, it's
What
funny.
Rice Krispie treat thing?
The
When
first
Drew,
episode.
the first one where Drew decided that it was a good idea to open a Rice Krispie treat.
Now that was funny though. I enjoyed that. That was funny. I thought you meant the one earlier.
That one too.
That one I didn't really enjoy because that was so fucking loud, and it came out of nowhere because Megan and him were opening something at the same time with both of their rappers at their at the fucking microphone.
You come to
Crinkle,
find out the entire
Crinkle.
reason they joined was to open shit.
That's all they did was just to get on here, just to irritate
Can't
me
wait
because
for
you'll
that
just
dang
go
old
for it.
Christmas time. We got presents to open on these mics.
Just
Dude, you want to know what I want to do this
Come-
Christmas? I want to have a convoy.
coming up next on Lambast
Yeah.
Podcast, 45
Convoy.
minutes of crinkling
You can
and
sample
Megan
that.
chewing.
It's the crinkle segment, guys.
The crinkle.
We bought some $5 Mr. Crinkle bars. Total rip-off, but excellent chocolate.
Crinkle
Lots of
sack. Is
crinkling.
that crinkle sack? Is that Futurama?
No.
Crinkle
No.
sack. What is that from?
I don't
What?
know.
Crinkle sack.
What?
Isn't that what you just said a little while ago?
Crinkle segment.
Crinkle segment?
Yeah.
What the hell is a crinkle segment?
Megan?
Oh,
that's
just
your
a whole
cue?
segment just for crinkling. Oh, I don't want to hear this. Nobody does.
I do.
There's a segment on a centipede that's
Brandon,
dedicated to crinkling.
Brandon, this literally goes back to what I was just saying about you, which was, man, if it's only good when I see it, it must be good. That's all. That's all you just said again.
Fallacy.
Fallacy. It's like, it's just overtly has penis in it.
Yeah.
Just penis up. All right. Yay.
You have such an odd eclectic taste.
I do.
It's not even disturbing. There's nothing disturbing about it. It's just more along the lines of just like, how do you breathe?
Through a film of grease.
Leave. Get out of your house.
Yeah, get out of your house. Like,
Get.
just like I
Get
claim
out,
it now.
Brandon.
We're living with Drew now.
I'm paying rent next month. Get out.
Oh, no. What about my stuff? That's when you come to find out
burn
I
it.
own.
Who
You own
gives a
nothing.
shit about your stuff, Brandon?
Oh, it's already covered in grease.
I just stand up over here like, what stuff?
You go into my room and you just discover that everything is actually covered in grease.
I'd be so fucking irate with you. I'd be so
All of
fucking
my
mad.
posters are just covered in grease.
I'd be so fucking
Because
mad.
I took
It gives
the
it a
greasy
nice
strip.
gloss, doesn't it?
It
Oh,
does.
I'm gonna fucking beat you both over the fucking.
You
head
come to
with
find out
that
Like
Yeah,
olive
no
oil is the best I've found.
I make my own homemade olive oil.
I let me explain to you why I hate everything you're talking about.
Did you count how many times you saw Big Ronnie's penis in that movie?
No, and I'm.
What
glad
about
to.
the scene?
I don't want to
the
keep
phone-
talking about this fucking movie.
the phone sex scene with
not.
Big Braden.
He literally has a
No,
pecker.
we're not talking about that.
Why
Please,
not?
for the love of God. Next subject.
Megan's even tired of it.
God, it was such a fun movie. What about Frankenhooker, Chris?
Frankenhooker was
It was a
Was-
delight.
utterly Like I told Drew,
ridiculously fun.
I will tell you like almost. I'm probably paraphrasing very slightly, but exactly what I told Drew about that movie was that was the dumbest thing I think I've seen in a very long time. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the concierge most of all in that movie, but it wasn't good.
It's not meant to be.
I can't tell if it is or not. I can't tell if it's that self-aware.
It is.
Is
Trust
it?
me.
That's
they
when you
are.
know it's good.
Yeah.
Is when you can't
Like,
tell if they're being
take,
self-aware or
take
not?
The Room.
When it's like you can't.
The Room
tell.
is not self-aware.
Yeah.
And it is bad for bad sake. Sharknado.
Sharknado knows what it's doing.
But they ruin it. Hootie tootie disco cutie, hootie tootie disco cutie.
Well, you
I'm
can't.
sorry,
I will
Megan.
kick you out of your own home, Brandon. And I will take your belongings.
Now, not my pieces of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Your pieces of paper. Your big boy trading cards.
Yes, my big boy trading cards, Chris.
That's what they are. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad
gonna
you know.
I'm gonna get hard backings on
That's. I'm gonna take them to conventions.
it.
I'm gonna see what they're really worth in a Beckett.
I'm gonna get them appraised.
I'm gonna get there. You go. You're gonna get them appraised. I can't wait till you fucking do that shit.
Oh, I'm not gonna.
Ah, God. I hope you don't. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I hope you go. I hope you garner the fact that you get. Like, don't get me wrong. Art rock posters are badass, but I do hope that you evolve to like actual painted pieces. and
No.
things. You don't think you're gonna get there?
Nah.
17th century art.
You think you're gonna stick just with rock posters and whatnot?
Yeah.
I can't say that I blame you. A lot of that artwork is fucking bitching.
Like it is a cheaper medium.
Oh God, is it ever?
Yeah. It's cheaper. You can get a wider range of stuff.
This is true. There's a lot more artists out there that more are like, no, well, I mean, maybe not, maybe so. I don't know, really.
Like,
I don't know the ratio, but
I'd say more range of different kinds of artwork.
right, yeah, okay, I'll
Like,
give you that.
There are
Well,
just images
yeah.
you can't accomplish with paint.
Well, not so much the finer details.
Yeah,
like,
but
you've got
that's
artists
just
like
it.
Sperry that are fucking detailed as hell.
Yeah.
So you've got all that going for it. So it's really
But you can't really paint a spoost piece
yeah.
because of all the tiny.
I mean, maybe I don't know.
I mean,
It would. Be
I would
time
pay a
consuming.
lot of money for that.
An actual hand.
So much money for that.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like maybe you move on not just from the poster, but the actual painted version, if there is a painted.
There's
version.
not.
There is not.
No. Like a lot of these are pencil on paper.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to tell. You would not be able to tell.
A lot of them really are. Like when you buy an OG, it's typically like pencil on
OG, man.
paper, graphite on, certain
Cardstock or
board.
something? Like cardstock or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that's how a lot of them do OGs, and then there are artists that do digital imaging.
Yeah, I've got a digital image at my house, and then I've got some actual like artwork. and
Yeah.
stuff like that, so.
But yeah, some artists just do like, I believe Zombie Yeti, Miles Sang
Yeah.
does all of his work digital.
Oh, he does
yeah,
he?
digital pen.
Well, okay, that's what I meant. So like they're not using like okay, so some of them are actually using like actual graphite on pencil and paper
Yeah.
and shit like that, and some of them are using like digital pen shit like that. That's what
Yeah.
you mean by like on like 3D rendering and shit.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I've got one of those.
But you do get a wide range of images that
Definitely.
you can accomplish on digital that you just can't do on paint.
I guess I kind of gotta agree with you there because
Just-
there's more finer details that you can do and stuff
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
all.
I'll give you that.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
But
okay,
That's what I
okay.
like.
Understandable. I'm not
Yeah.
knocking that. I'm saying that because like I've kind of like I still love all the artists out there that you've introduced me to and
Yeah.
that I actually genuinely enjoy, but I think I've moved on to the point where I want to get like a piece by like an actual like a big name artist or something like that. A painting. I want to get a painting.
Yeah.
Or like a print of painting. Of something
Which,
like
if
that.
that's what you like, then that's what you like.
Yeah.
But like, you've seen. By the way, everyone, I collect silkscreen posters.
You do.
I spend a lot of money on them. That is a horrible, horrible habit
Good
and
God,
addiction.
The addiction is real.
I admit
the addiction
to
is
it.
real.
I own it. I embrace it.
It's You do embrace it too. It's just weird. Like you spend so much fucking money on fucking.
I'm trying to do better. I'm failing.
You've actually done better, like for a while. You haven't really like lately because like I don't know. I guess you've been bored, but you've been buying a lot of fucking artwork lately. Hell, you just scored your biggest ISO.
Yeah, that was just a matter of luck.
Yeah, you got
That I just stumbled across someone selling that and absolutely bought it on the aftermarket.
fair. I'll give you that.
Eyes Anafanata, I believe is how you say her name. I'm probably wrong.
Yeah,
She's from Thailand.
yeah.
And female artist from Thailand that did a poster for Grand Budapest Hotel. My God, is it beautiful.
Yeah, we'll have to.
We'll
We'll post that up somewhere online so you guys can actually take a look at what we're talking about whenever the episode gets released.
You know what I collect?
What do you collect?
Dog hair. You know what I collect it on?
Your pants.
My fucking clothes.
Hey, let's delve into Chris's addiction with pop figures.
I want to talk about this dog hair on clothes fucking bit.
No, I want to delve in. Megan, is it like
Are you sure it's not
sand?
your own hair? Because we have a white dog and like you have like kind of white blondish hair. So is it? Are you sure?
She doesn't have like a foot long hair. Okay, we can put that to the side.
Yeah, she's not one of those like little mops with legs.
Now, Megan, my question is
That's what my sister calls her.
Is the dog hair like sand? Do you just get it in between your toes and you're just like, God damn it?
I'd rather get it in between my toes than on my clothes.
Why?
dude, I
That would
fucking
be so uncomfortable.
You're talking about sand?
Yes.
Fuck sand. Fuck, dude. I lived
Let me
on
tell
the
you
fucking,
how much I hate the fucking beach.
Dude, I fucking hate dude, I lived on the fucking beach. I fucking hated it. I fucking
Then
hated
why
it.
did you live there?
That's where I lived in Florida.
So you hate sand, but you chose to live there?
I only went to the beach, I think, twice. Once because I had heard, like, I needed to go because like I had just moved there, so I wanted to go ahead and get it out of there. I wanted to go ahead and get it out of the way. And the reason I hate the beach is not because it's crowded or not because of the people or not because like the water or whatever. I don't give a shit about that. It's really basically the thing I hate about the beach is fucking sand. It gets everywhere, it gets in everything, and there's no way to get it all the fuck out.
No.
Honestly, I could
Beach
look at a
Boys.
beach and get sand in my ass.
Thank you. Fucking thank you. Fucks, like that's the thing. You can go out in the ocean, right? You go out in the ocean to get all your sand off you. You come back, you've got sand on you somewhere.
Well, that's because you've walked back onto the beach.
Dude, there's no way of
There's
beating
sand
it.
in the ocean,
There's sand in
is.
the ocean, But,
especially
like,
near the shoreline.
and like where I
There
lived,
is.
where I lived in Florida, where they had the beach, they had this little, they had the little bass on the outside where the entrance of the
Did
beach
they
was.
have little floaties
caught me a
for,
strap
like,
bass
if you
the other
struggled
day.
swimming, could you get, like, floaties? Just
No, not really. Like, I mean, they did have like actually, I know you're trying to make a joke, but they actually had lifeguard, like parts.
I just
and they
wanted
actually had like
floaties.
they did actually have life vests that if you wanted to borrow one, you could actually go out there and go do it. But
life vests are no fun. You got to have
Obviously.
floaties.
a float is like you gotta have little water wings and shit.
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
And not
still
adult
wear 'em.
sized either.
No,
Not adult
child
size.
size.
You gotta have child size. So you just like every time you even slightly bend your muscle, it just pow, just breaks off. So you let everybody know that the gun show's in town.
You know what I loved doing when I was little? Putting floaties on my ankles and trying to swim through the pool.
Are you serious? That's a thing?
Yeah,
Both of
I've
you
done
did
that
this?
before.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Are you? Did you do this?
You feel
I
like
still
a-
wear float. I still do it.
You
Are
feel
you
like a
fucking kidding
fucking
me?
idiot. It's awesome.
Do you wear floaties?
Yes.
You're lying.
Yes.
You fucking bastard. Can
I
you
s-
swim?
Yes.
Thank God.
I do really want to wear floaties, though.
I can barely swim.
Can you really? You can only barely swim, or can you actually swim?
I can only barely swim. I
Really?
can stay up.
Water spooks.
But it-
Like,
But-
what can you do?
Like doggy paddle, like just kind of float right there. You can swim, but like it's
It's very
difficult.
difficult for me. Yeah.
Yeah, understandable.
That's a good way to put
It's difficult to some people. I get it.
Yeah,
Some
but
people-
I've just never really been in the deep water very much. So.
No, that's understandable. Like, I've never really been out in. I don't know what really is considered deep. I mean, I've been out in big lakes. I've been out in the ocean and shit.
Yeah,
but
I'm
Let
talking
me
about, like,
tell
the lake.
you.
Brandon,
Like in the ocean, that's completely fine for me. There,
you can do ocean.
but like the lake or like a deep pool or something like that, it's a struggle for me to like stay up.
Oh, really?
Oh, bless.
Oh,
I went night swimming one time out on Lake Kiowee with a friend. and I was so fucking scared.
Yeah.
If you don't like deep water, go swimming in deep water at night. You will never be more afraid for your life.
Wait. Why would I be like, if I was afraid of something?
Yeah,
why would I
I know.
immediately go do it so I could be more afraid?
I'm
That
just
is
saying.
the worst kind of thrill seeker.
Like you're terrified to death when you're swimming, so you're like swimming around releasing little scared shits.
You know what's really funny about the whole swimming thing? I learned how to swim from video games. I'm dead
Huh?
serious. I'm dead serious. Like my roommate.
What video games?
My-
Because like I just remember GTA, like however late in GTA until you could swim.
That was San Andreas. Well, I don't know. Could you swim in Vice City? No, you couldn't swim in Vice City.
No.
But you could swim in San Andreas.
So, yeah, that was the earliest game I ever played where you could swim.
See, now here's the thing. Like I grew up like I had.
That's when I'll learn how to swim from San Andreas.
No, I actually like. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I learned from video games when I was younger. It was on the Nintendo 64, and it was Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time and Banjo-Kazooie. You could actually like go into the pools and shit like that in the game, and the lakes and shit, and you can go into there and like you can angle the camera to where you can see how they're kicking their feet and moving their arms in the water to keep them afloat. And I would use that technique in the water, still do to this day, and it keeps me afloat because that's just how I do it.
I just
so I
imagine
learned
you
how from
swimming
video
like a
games.
turtle.
No, I'm not swimming. No, I'm not swimming like that. No,
I need to play
I can
that
actually
game.
swim. Like I swam with Megan. Megan knows I can actually swim, but that's how I keep myself afloat. Is by I learned how to float by playing video games. I learned how to swim. My grandfather taught me how to swim, but like I learned how to float and keep myself afloat in deep waters and shit like that from
If I
like
just
video
start
games
to
when I was
sink,
a
I
kid.
just shriek.
Like I wouldn't even know what I would do if I started. Like
I just eek.
when I'm
and
like
then someone
I know
helps.
that I know this is
That's
like
how I stay afloat.
I know sounds like really stereotypical, but my father taught my younger brother how to swim by throwing him off a fucking dock. Like that's exact. Like I know that that's
forget if anyone ever did that to me.
like that because my brother was like he everybody knew he could swim,
Yeah.
but he just like he was being such a kind of a sissy about it, I guess in their eyes. I'd never really paid much attention to it, and my father just like he was tired of my brother bitching, so he didn't do it violently, but he picked him up, and he just picked him up by the scruff of the back of his pants and like hoisted him up and fucking like, and he carried him over to the edge of the dock and threw him into the water, into like 10-foot water. And my brother like comes up and he's like screaming and he's hollering and he's like saying like, "Get me out! I can't breathe! Get me out! I can't swim!" And he's like, "What are you doing right now?"
Oh yeah.
And he was just like,
yeah.
"I can't breathe." He was like, "How are you talking to me then?" That's how my brother learned how to swim that day.
That's
Like,
when you come to find out there were little bubbles floating up like in a cartoon.
yeah, like he
With
was shitting him.
speech.
He was. Oh, I thought you were. Oh, like that. Oh, I thought you meant like he was shitting himself with blind fury in the lake. Like,
That too.
like that's where the air bubbles were
Little
coming
baby
from.
Ruth start floating around all around the lake.
And what was great about swimming as a kid was at my grandparents' house, their pool. Me and my sister were much more little. We're too big to do this shit now.
Yeah.
My dad would like basically have us sit on his hand, like he would hold it up like he was holding up a tray, and he would just fucking launch us in the pool.
Oh, you
Because
just
that's all her dad really ever wanted to do was just throw Megan.
throw him. Yeah, just take,
Probably.
take it and just like there you go. Peace.
Well-
Watch it come back. Glutton for punishment. I see. We'll do this again.
It was awesome. Like he would sit on one end of the pool in the water, and he would just like lift us up like a. Oh, it was awesome. He did it every one of my small cousins too.
Megan's actually like I think she's kicked me in her sleep before.
I know I've straight up hit you.
You straight up hit me in your sleep one time.
Like I think I actually like turned over and smacked you.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, you would. Yeah,
Were
you were.
you-
No, she was
dreaming?
No, I don't know if she was dreaming or not. She never really like. It caught me off guard. Like I was laying down. I was laying down to go.
shit.
She was already asleep. I was laying down to go to sleep, so I wasn't even asleep yet. And she was like sleeping on her side, like away from me. And then like I was laying down, and she was turning over. And when she did, when I had finally laid down, she had laid her arm across so fast, it pow smacked me right in the fucking mouth. And I was so fucking irate. It was like 4 a.m. I was fucking mad. I just got smacked. I'm not going to sleep now because I just got fucking hit.
You just got
my-
disrespected.
not even disrespected is the part. I was just like, my blood's pumping. It's like somebody just hit me, and I want to kick a door in. Like,
Did I wake up when I did that?
no, you never did because I was fucking mad. And I don't know if I don't know what
Probably
I did.
just sat up and Megan.
Yeah, I was just like, God, motherfucker, or something like that. I just yelled that, and you didn't even fucking flinch. You didn't even fucking do anything. You probably would have went like, huh? And then you went right back to sleep.
She just didn't care.
No.
She thought you deserved it. In her dreams, you were just like, it's a pow.
A bear? Is that what you said?
And a pow.
And a pow?
Yeah.
And a pow.
She just
And a
slapped the
pow.
shit out
1,
of you.
2, 3, pow.
Yeah.
And a 1, and a 2.
That was in her dream. They were doing a musical number. 1, 2, 3, pow. 1, 2, 3, pow.
Oh, it was some like fucking Suzanne
Dance
Summer
number.
shit like that?
Yeah.
Some
I can imagine that's just Megan's perpetual dreams.
oh, like some like what? Some like Thigh Master shit?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like creating it and being in it?
Yeah. Just
Fibonacci.
But the video just
Fibonacci
be her
sequence.
beating the
Perpetual.
shit out of you.
I like the Fibonacci sequence.
What is that thing you do whenever you're I can't remember the word for it right now.
What is it?
Pooping?
Where you're on the edge of
Masturbation.
where you're on the edge of sleeping and being awake.
Lucid dreaming?
Lucid dreaming. I
Yeah.
did that once.
You've never you've only done that once?
Yeah.
Dude, I've done it a few times. It's pretty
I
fucking
mean,
cool.
it happened when I wasn't forcing it. I
Yeah.
have tried it plenty of times, but I only lucid dreamt once.
Fair. Understandable. I've lucid dreamt a few times. I've done it when I was a kid, and I've done it a few times as an adult. It's really fun if you can catch yourself doing it.
Yeah.
Have you done it, Drew?
I've tried doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, there's a way you can do it, but it's really dangerous.
You can get mugwort and do it.
What?
What's that?
Mugwort, it's this, I don't know if it's illegal or not. So, like, I mean, you would probably tentatively have to look into this, but you add it to, like, a tea, or it is a tea of some sort.
Yeah.
And, you, like, it'll, when you go to sleep, it'll, like, fucking make you see, like, weird shit in your dream. It'll make you lucid dream.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, you can.
Sounds
Now,
interesting.
yeah, you can usually find it at flea markets and shit like that. So, like,
I
be
doubt
wary.
it's illegal.
But I would definitely take a look into it because, like, I've heard about it. I've heard about mugwort. It seems like something all up Drew's alley. It seems like something all up his alley. But lucid dreaming, I've done it a few times. It's really fun. Brandon, what about
I've
you?
meditated.
Like, what do you mean meditated? Like TM meditation or?
You know, the whole, stereotypical as it may sound, the whole, like, just sitting with your legs crossed. And
Yeah, just like trying to cancel out all noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's TM. Yeah, you're just
Yeah.
trying to do TM. Yeah.
Did that. It was nice. Weird.
What do you mean nice and weird?
Like, it was relaxing, but it was a very strange sensation when you actually succeed in canceling out all the outside sound.
Yeah, you do feel isolated. You feel isolated.
do.
It does kind of freak you out for a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah,
'Cause it makes you feel really alone. It makes you feel
Yeah.
like really fucking scared really quickly because you're just like, holy shit, I'm the only one around.
But then once you realize that, I found it to be extremely relaxing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really relaxing because once you can accept that that's really what it is, and you can just like find that piece of rest, it feels so fucking good.
It does.
It really like because you finally get that point of like that relaxation.
Have you ever
That one heavy sigh.
have you ever like spoken in your sleep?
I grind my teeth in my sleep.
Oh, wear a mouth guard, man.
I slept
dentist.
walked one time as a kid,
I did
What?
too.
And I
did
thought-
That's
too.
awesome.
and my parents were still up.
Uh-huh.
I kept calling my mom my dad, and my dad my mom.
Oh, so
That
you
makes
got
me
the-
happier than you can ever imagine.
And it was at the time where, like, both my mom and dad had long brown hair.
So from the back, it was kind of hard to distinguish
Yeah.
between them. I'm not gonna lie; they both had
colored shirt.
very, very beautiful hair.
Elegant, flowing.
Yeah, elegant flow, like just like audacious, audaciously fucking beautiful hair.
When did you sleepwalk, Chris?
I after I sleptwalked only one time, I wasn't allowed at my friend's house ever again.
What
was like that.
happened?
I know it sounds horrible.
It was
I-
like that scene in Grandma's Boy.
God, no. God, no. Okay, so I was like 8 or 9 years old, and I went over to my friend Zach's house to spend the night that night. And we were going to watch a movie downstairs, and then we were going to go to bed upstairs in his room. I was going to hit the sleeping bag. He was going to hit the bed, yada, yada, yada. So, whatever. We we go in the living room to find a movie at like 9, 10 o'clock at night, right? Now, mind you, I'm like 8 or 9 years old, so I'm not that fucking old.
Yeah.
So I do remember, so when he picked out 2 movies. One of them was Major Payne with Damon Wayans.
Yeah.
And the other one was It with Tim Curry. And that was the moment that I realized that not only did I not like horror movies, I didn't like clowns at all. Because I didn't get to watch that movie. I utterly refused it because of the cover of the VHS. That it was just that stark white thing, and then like a Pennywise was coming out at the corner of it.
Oh, it's such a good cover.
And now that all right, I'll get to that. It is a good cover, though. I'll agree with you. Yeah, it's a good cover. But when I was a kid, it evoked fucking terror in me. So I was like, I was like, I don't want to watch this. It scares the shit out of me. So he was like, all right, that's fine. We don't have to watch it. So he pops in Major Payne, but he leaves the fucking VHS tape of it out, and I didn't want to seem rude and be like, can you please put that up? It's kind of scaring me. I didn't want to seem like, I don't know, like a wimp at the time. I'm 8 or 9 years old. Yeah. You don't want to seem like a wimp in front of your friends and shit like that. And anyways, so we watched that movie. I end up passing out on the couch. We both do. Oh, man. Okay. So we ended up passing out on the couch. Like he ends up passing out. He had a big wraparound couch. So he passed out on one end. I passed out on the other. Yeah. I had a dream that it was a lucid dream that I couldn't really control, but I knew it was going on, and I couldn't wake up from it. It's like kind of like sleep paralysis. Yeah, a bit, because I've had that before. Sleep paralysis is fucking scary.
That's what I was gonna say. Like when I tried to do it,
you had sleep paralysis.
I tried to do that on purpose, like to stay perfectly still. In bed for like 15 minutes or so, and you're supposed to feel like this heavy weight on your chest and everything, and then you just go completely stiff.
Yeah, fuck that noise. Fuck that.
Yeah. It got too scary.
Yeah, that's too like the weight on the chest scares me because I've tried that shit. That's what's happened to me, and it's fucking terrible. That's like where you can't move. Yeah, it feels like you can't move. Like you're asleep. And your eyes are probably like wide open. Yeah, you just can't fucking move. Yeah, I did it once when I was like I won't say which age because like it's kind of embarrassing, but when I did it, I pissed myself out of fear because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like I had no idea. Like, I pissed myself out of fucking fear because because I was. What's funny is I'm 26.
That's why it's great.
But I pissed myself out of pure fear. Like, and I ended up having to go get my fucking I ended up having to go get my mattress dry cleaned and shit like that because I couldn't I just pissed the fucking bed. I like man. Yeah, like because it scared I couldn't move. It felt like I was in like a coma. Like I had control of my eyes, but that was it. Dude, like that's all I felt. Like I was terrified. Like no wonder I pissed myself out of fear. But anyways,
sleep paralysis.
Exactly. Like the name itself suggests it's fucking dark and deep and fucking scary in general. Yeah. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying, I had a dream when I was after I'd gone to sleep. After I'd gone to sleep, I had had a dream where, like I said, I was in like sort of a lucid dream. I knew I was dreaming, but I just couldn't get out of it. Mm-hmm. It wasn't that I couldn't control. I knew I was seeing anything. It was just I couldn't control the dream. I had sleptwalked, and what the dream was is like I was going up his stairs in his own house, and there was a clown at the top of the fucking stairs beckoning me and never speaking, just beckoning me. Oh, and I couldn't stop walking up the stairs, and I was screaming at the top of my lungs. I was woken up by his stepmother, who was shaking me by the shoulders very violently because she was a very angry Vietnamese woman who just woke up at 4 a.m. to a kid who's not even her own screaming on the fucking stairs at 4 a.m. And she's shaking me awake because I was standing on the middle of the stairs screaming because that's where it happened. Yeah. And it scared the living fucking daylights out of me, and I didn't that's the only time I've known that I've sleptwalked. Nobody has ever told me, like my mom or my brothers have never told me that I've ever sleptwalked ever before. Any of the people I've ever lived with beforehand have never said anything. And as far as Megan knows, I've never sleptwalked. So, as far as I know,
that's when she has like a ton of stories later about you just going and TPing the living room.
No, she does have a good story about about me getting so drunk that I did something really bad to her art supplies.
Oh God!
I paid on them.
Oh,
I did.
God.
I did.
You did.
I did.
Oh, I can't believe I was right.
I remember that story.
I love that story.
It's so good.
God.
It's so bad. I felt so shitty. That's
Well,
why I quit
you
drinking.
should.
I was so mad that night.
That's why I quit drinking.
You had every. What? I would hope that would be the point where you're like, I should probably quit this.
Yeah, I did. That was it. That was it. It was like, yeah.
Oh, when you get that
dude, I
drunk.
drank. I'll sum it up very quickly. I drank too much, fell asleep, woke up, and I was too drunk to comprehend what I was. I was awake, and I knew I was awake.
Yeah.
And I knew that like I had to piss, and that's all I knew. I blacked out after I woke up and had that cognitive thought, which was, "You got to get up and piss." Boom, done. Like that's. I was like,
no, you weren't done.
no. Obviously, I wasn't done. Like, well, what happened?
I'll tell you what happened. I got up, and you were getting up to
summoning
go to the
up all the
bathroom,
anger.
and I was like, well, here, let me help you. And you hit the dog cage, forehead first.
Yeah, because at the time I didn't have we had just
That's
moved in together,
awesome.
so we didn't have a I didn't have a nightstand. She did.
Yeah.
I had my dog kennel that I had draped a towel over to use as a table. I know, fucking redneck as shit. I get it, but
Oh,
like, at
it
the
is.
time, like I was switching
Anyway.
jobs. Anyways,
So he goes over
I
to
fall
my
off the bed,
backpack
remember?
that's next to the bathroom door. He thought that was a toilet full of my art supplies.
Yep.
So
Wasn't even
instead-
in the bathroom. It was like right beside the doorway to the bathroom.
So I grab him and I say, no, fucking stop. That's not the toilet, Chris. He's like, oh, okay. So I take you in there, and I basically have to make you piss myself.
Oh god. Which you've told me before, and I've heard it. You don't understand dick physics.
I don't. I didn't understand it. I don't know how it works. If I was a man, I'd be fucked.
Well,
Actually, if you were a man, you would know how it works.
yeah.
That's
no offense,
That's
but, like,
just
it's something
statement
that like,
of fact.
yeah,
there.
that, like
like
So, anyways, he pees.
everywhere,
Thankfully.
everywhere, in
Every
the bathroom.
goddamn where. And I go and put his ass in bed. I'm like, you know what? I'm so fucking done with you. I'm going to go sleep in the living room.
and
Yeah,
And
she
you
was
woke
so
up like
mad.
an hour later.
I woke up at 8. That was at like 4 or 5 a.m. when that happened, and then I woke up at 8 a.m. I remember because I woke up right at 8 a.m. and I checked
shit.
my clock on my phone. It was right at 8 a.m. And I reached over to where you were laying, or where I thought you were fucking laying, and like, you weren't there. And so I was just like, what the fuck? I was just like, oh god, I got drunk last night. What happened? Oh god, please tell me she didn't leave. So I go out
you
the living.
wake up in her house.
Dude, I know. I woke up in our house in my room, but I thought that she might have left and gone to like a family member's because she was like so fucking mad at me. But no, she was laying out in the living room. She had literally just fallen asleep about 5 minutes prior to that, and I woke her up by being like, "Hey, come to bed."
I was like, no.
And she was like, "No." I was like, "Please, I can't go back to bed without you." And she was like, "Fine, but don't touch me." And
covered
true
in
to her word,
piss.
and true to her fucking word, like she walked back there with her own fucking blanket and curled up in a ball and would not let me fucking touch her until like I had woken up, and then like I had to fucking atone for my sins, dude.
Well,
it wasn't fun.
You pissed all over the bathroom.
No, I did, dude. I pissed all over art supplies. I pissed all over a bathroom.
That's
Dude, I got so drunk one time when I was like 20 or 21. I got so drunk one time I shit all over a fucking manager's, like, I don't want to say managers. I shit all over somebody I know's bathroom. Like all over the walls, but I was so hammered drunk. I was so hammered drunk.
You want to know the dumb shit I've done while I was drunk?
You yelled at people.
No, I want to. That's it. Because I've never even gotten full drunk.
Oh
Because
god.
it sucks.
Well, what sucks about it for you?
The taste.
Well, obviously, no. Like Jim Jeffries has a really good joke about that, where he was like, "Nobody drinks alcohol because it tastes good; it's because we have to."
Yep.
It's like, nobody ever his joke is nobody ever takes a shot of tequila and go, "Oh, that's lovely." I'll have that instead of the custard or the
That's
pudding.
why you
or
got
whatever.
chasers.
I'm one of those people that can happily live without liquor.
I mean, that's fair. I
taste.
say you at least get plastered one time. So
No.
it feels like
Pass.
I fully admit.
Wait,
that
you've
if
never been drunk, Brandon?
Nope.
What?
actually quite proud of this.
No, you should be.
I mean,
You
I don't
really
blame
should
you.
be.
You should be proud because alcohol is really
taste
not
of it,
great for
the
you.
smell of it.
No, I did. I should tell you about these peach shots that I had the other week.
I mean, I've done Jello shots, and they're not terrible.
They're not, dude. Okay, I went to a bar in Easley last Friday with a coworker, and they were $2 Jello shots there, and there were peach ones. They taste just like peach rings. They've got regular peach flavored Jello and peach schnapps. Dude, I couldn't taste a lick of alcohol. I could have gotten so damn lit off of 4 of those and been good.
I did kind of the same thing when I visited in Austin.
Oh, yeah?
Like, we're making, like, smoothies or some shit, and I was pouring Captain in them.
Hell
and,
yeah.
like, you couldn't taste it. And I was getting, like, ripped.
Oh, were you really?
Now that is how you have fun.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it is, man. How else do you do it out in Austin?
But I will still pass.
I mean, I know I completely understand
No,
and
maybe
commend
you
that.
still-
To be honest with you, I commend the shit out of that. But like, I can't believe it. In this day and age. That's why I can't believe it because like it seems like everybody has.
I mean, it's like
maybe
meeting
that's just the
some-
area we live in. I don't know, but
Yeah, but it's also kind of like meeting someone that doesn't smoke cigarettes. Half the time, it's kind of rare. Or at one point, it was kind of rare.
at one point it was kind of rare to find somebody that didn't smoke cigarettes. Now there's a lot of people that don't smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
I've noticed a lot of people don't smoke nearly as much, and if they do, they vape like I do. Like
Yeah,
they don't really. I don't smell cigarettes nearly as much as I used to when I did smoke, and maybe that
go
was because
to
I
a
did
rock
smoke.
concert.
But like, oh no,
Sweet God.
well, I don't really go to outdoor rock concerts, but like
No,
indoor
yeah.
rock concerts that most places don't allow you to smoke indoors.
I know a few that do,
I wouldn't go to those then. I don't like the
Still
smell of
do.
cigarette smoke anymore.
but whew, boy, you
I know
go
it sounds-
to a good show and it'll smell like a good old cigarette.
Nah, more than
Or-
often than not, any fucking concert I've ever been to has always ended up smelling like pot after a while.
I mean, Tom Petty.
Not just Tom
Yeah,
Petty.
I've
I mean,
seen
like,
Tom Petty.
I mean, not even Tom Petty. What was funny is that I had we were at the Avett Brothers concert, me, Megan, and our roommate, and we were at the Avett Brothers concert,
Oh yeah, you're
and he
gonna
had brought his
smell
friend
pot there.
Yeah, and we were indoors
Yeah,
at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena. Last year, it was like October, end of October, like October 30th or something. And when in the middle of the concert, while the Avett Brothers are setting up, somebody had like I guess struck a bowl or something like that, or like taken a big hit off a vaporizer that they had or something. There was no cloud I saw. Nobody saw a cloud. That was what's weird. But everybody smelled fucking pot out of nowhere, just for a quick instant. Like somebody had taken a huge rip of it at the concert indoors, and then just like that was it. That was the only time you smelled pot. But
Man.
like even indoors, I smelled it one time. Never smelled cigarettes.
You know
Yeah.
what was great about that show?
What?
It was either that one or the modern baseball one we went to like a week later.
Yeah.
And I was taking a group photo, and then there's just a random person in the audience like posing.
Oh, that was Avett Brothers. I believe that was Avett
Was it?
Brothers.
Yeah.
I believe that was.
Because every time I was going back on my pictures last night, and I was like, "Who is this person posing with us?"
It's just like, oh, that's Frank. And that's he's just around. We hired him today.
when we went and saw Primus up in Raleigh,
Yeah.
there was a dude standing directly in front of me. He would like hunker down and hit a bowl,
Fuck
like
that.
Oh,
right
really?
in front of me.
Fuck that show.
You should have leaned over, shoulder about, "Hey, dude, let me hit that."
I seriously thought about it,
I'm surprised
but
you didn't.
I was so dehydrated at that point.
Oh, really? Was
Yeah.
that the one that you and Megan went to?
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
and-
so
Oh,
damn
was it
hot
the-
outside.
The Primus show?
Yeah.
Oh,
I said Primus.
I didn't hear it.
I know you didn't. You're too busy playing on your damn phone.
I
Idiots
am.
mosh pitting during southbound pachyderm.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that.
Everyone who did that, just fuck you.
Yeah,
I love Primus.
I was like, "How do
but
you mosh
God
to
damn
that
it.
song?"
yeah, it's like a slow jam.
Yeah,
You slow mosh
It's
to it,
fast,
man.
but
You're
it's
slow
like
moshing.
not mosh pit
it's
material
not
at
a
all.
mosh pit song at
So once we
all.
realized what was going on, we all just kind of looked at each other. We were like, "Is this really happening right now?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
And, like once they did that, we just fell back. It was I'm done.
I mean, that's completely fair. I can't blame you.
Ooh, talking about
Show was
posters.
good.
Yeah, it was a great show. Primus was always great.
I mean, yeah.
But talking about that show, we all have the poster by David Welker.
that's
Ha,
true.
ha,
You
ha.
do.
Yeah. I bought another
Beautiful.
poster for him today to finally fucking frame it.
Oh, that's gonna look. so
after like
nice.
2 years.
Yeah. I was talking to my neighbor, and like I said the same thing. I was like, yeah, finally getting around to hanging this poster after 2 years.
Dude, I was telling Brandon pretty recently that Megan still has that poster still in its tube, rolled up, not even flattened.
Nice.
And and
You
just
forgot
now,
those, didn't you?
dude, we did. Like, there's so
Yeah,
much
you
artwork
did.
that we forgot, like that Frankenstein piece of artwork that we
Yeah.
got.
That'll make it all the more fun hanging up.
It will be more fun hanging it up, I will admit, and it's gonna it's not
Yeah.
gonna even be terribly expensive to hang most of these.
No,
It's
that'll be easy.
Like, but the one thing that I noticed is that like we have like about, off the top of my head, about 6 to 8 pieces of artwork that need to be framed that we just still have in tubes that we haven't even fucking, like, we've taken out maybe once a year to look at it and then put it right back in because we just never get around to framing it. We'll just pick it. We'll look at the tubes every now and again and be like, man, we're gonna get framing those, and like we never
Man.
do. Now we are like actually doing it because like I've started getting I've actually started buying frames and shit like that
Yeah.
for my stuff now. So I'm actually like on the right track of it, at least this time.
I mean, you're still not as bad as me. I
No,
have a
God,
good
no.
few pieces framed,
You do,
and
yeah,
I
you do.
only have 2 sitting in a tube,
right,
and
and
the
the
rest
of
are
them,
just flat
Yeah.
on the floor.
But you have a lot on the floor.
Oh, so many. I mean, now they're in protective sleeves. Everything's safe.
That's
Everyone in the community that listens,
completely fair.
don't kill me. But they are in protective sleeves,
Right.
but they have been flattening in the floor,
Well, I mean,
stacked. No damage.
really,
Seriously, I go through them at least once a month.
no damage.
No damage.
Wow.
Just because I take care of them when I do arrange them.
Well, obviously, I mean, these things are fucking. They're not like something you can just buy anywhere for like. You can't just get this shit at Walmart.
No. Very limited pieces.
Oh, yeah, extremely.
My Jermaine Rogers piece numbered out of 5.
I mean, you've.
Only 5 of that one single.
Welcome to
Print in
the
existence.
humble brag of Brandon Womack.
Nope. Brandon owning up to his sins of horrid spending.
No, I mean that's fair. You are owning up to your. You own up to it by just buying the shit, but like you're like the humble brag is real right now.
Listen, we can just go down the list of all the people I've met.
Again, humble brag. That was
Yeah.
that. How was that the right answer? It's just
You
like,
know what really
he's
sucks?
calling out my cockiness. I'm gonna come back at something with twice as cocky. Maybe this will cancel it out like a double negative.
It is a double negative.
Yes, it is.
But think how many stories I have that
You do
are
have a
awesome
lot.
and great fun stories that are in turn humble braggy.
They are though.
I have no stories that are not humble braggy.
Well, who doesn't really?
Drew.
What do you mean?
The fuck do I have to say?
I have a beard.
That's what you start
I
doing.
have
You
a
start calling
beard.
out yourself on it.
It's dirty blonde, and I
Rugged.
trim it every week.
There you go.
It's like a
And
log.
it looks very good. Looks very put together.
Thank you.
At least he ain't like Chris and a hairy thumb.
Nah, I have to have some definition on this fat face. This is the only way that it makes it look like I have a chin. If I don't, like, it just looks like a beluga whale, like all from my neck up. Yeah, it just looks bad. But if I do this, I look like I actually have some sort of chin. I actually have some sort of like jawline. You know? I don't know. Maybe it's
I
just
will
me.
be Gandalf.
You are, gonna
Dude,
eventually
I will
be him,
pay
too.
so much money to see you as that.
What
It's gonna
you'd like?
happen.
Why don't you offer it up to Drew and be like, "Hey, Drew, why don't you just go to the Comic-Con here and
Just
why don't you dress up
cosplay in a perfection Gandalf.
Dude, somebody please help me with this.
I
Somebody
already got the hair.
Somebody please fucking help me with this. Okay.
What?
Megan and me have been looking at fucking cosplay ideas for fucking days.
I've
okay?
actually got a really good idea. I narrowed it down
like,
Yes.
okay,
to something pretty cheap.
okay, hold that just for 1 second. We've been having this discussion. We cannot figure out what the fuck she wants to go as. We're going to the Comic-Con here in South Carolina soon. Megan and I believe Brandon's going. Drew,
I'll
are
be
you
there
coming out
Saturday.
to it?
Where? When?
It's at the end of March.
Into March? I don't know.
Well, if you want to come out.
It's in Grayville. It's at the TD Convention Center.
It's like $15 for the day.
Barb's gonna be there, man.
He hasn't watched Stranger Things.
What?
What?
Yeah.
All right, you know what? I'm kicking you out too.
Everyone out of your own houses. Fuck off.
I've just never wanted to watch it.
Drew, you live on the
He is
street
watching
now.
Ash versus the Evil Dead. That takes priority.
Yeah. Which I still need
Yeah.
to get the other
Anyways,
episodes.
yeah.
But
Anyways.
Can we discuss Ash versus the Evil Dead
No,
now?
we
Because
cannot.
that
No.
show is
No.
I want to cut
fucking
somebody's head off with a
incredible.
chainsaw.
Anyways, Comic-Con.
Anyways, I've been like me and Megan have been. I've been bitching at Megan basically for the past few days because like she won't pick out a fucking cosplay idea because
Pam Poovey.
I told her to go as Pam Poovey. I told her to go.
You
as
were against it.
in the beginning, and now I'm like, you know what? It's quick, it's affordable, and it'll look good on you. Fuck it, do it. But she can't like the dolphin puppet. Nowhere to be fucking seen on the internet.
Well,
Nowhere
there
to be
is
fucking
one,
Really?
but it cannot be delivered to our house.
seen. But here's the thing.
What?
Here's,
I don't think it can be delivered to any house in this area. Actually,
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I found another one online. She found one that was like a gray one.
Uh-huh.
Now apparently that's the one in the show. I think so.
That's blue.
It's blue. Thank you.
the blue one cannot be sent to our address or anywhere in this area. I've already looked into it.
That one that I saw online.
Yes.
That oh, you actually looked it up.
Yes, I'm not a fucking idiot.
I didn't say you were. I'm just saying. I
Anyway.
didn't know that you looked it up. But anyways, like,
Dilemma.
the dilemma is she
Why
won't
not
fucking
just-
pick a cosplay idea. I've given her like a million different suggestions, and she just will
You know
not
what
even.
I
like-
suggest?
what?
Megan
I'm
wears
not- I don't
a
think-
white tank top, and you get a big, bold black Sharpie, and you get to town on doing Pam's back tattoo.
See, that's what I was thinking too.
I thought about that, but then I found one that the one I picked, which I'm not going to name,
Right.
seems fairly easy.
Well, that really wrecks point of conversation then, doesn't it?
Well, I said in the very beginning that I've already figured one out.
Yeah, but how are we supposed to know what you're talking about?
Chris
to
just
weigh
wanted a
any
bitch.
opinion?
That's what it was.
No, I don't.
Chris,
well,
you
maybe,
little
but whatever.
bitch.
Excuse me.
You bitch.
I'll catch your hair on fire.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
That's a 0 to 100 real quick, isn't it?
I got so offended.
Going meme
want
up
it.
in this bitch?
Yeah, just immediately, just fucking, just going with so much
Well,
vitriol.
that
I
is-
want to see some
escalated.
Yeah,
charcoal.
exactly, just for no reason.
I knew a kid in 9th grade who did that shit in gym class for the hell of it.
What, catch his hair on fire?
Yeah, he did on purpose. He
Why?
caught his shoe on fire. He lit weed just to light weed.
I like
I
this
think
kid.
I remember
I
that.
don't.
You probably
you?
know this kid.
Like 9th grade, you said?
9th grade gym class.
So we were in 10th
Yeah.
grade, Drew.
No, you guys are the same age as
Yeah,
me.
we were all in the same grade,
Oh.
Oh, we are.
I'm pretty sure I saw you guys at graduation.
dude. Yeah.
Now that you mention it.
Yeah.
We might
Hey,
have went to
I
gym
went
class
to
together, too.
graduation.
Did you really? I can't imagine you in a cap and gown.
It didn't look good.
Nothing ever does.
No defining features. I was,
Oh, God. It was just a pole.
yeah.
Just a pole in a dress.
Actually, no, that's back when I was a bit chunky.
Like, oh, well, were you ever chunky?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're not, like, you're awful skinny now. You're a fucking string bean now.
Yeah, I know. I like that.
You actually enjoy being
Drew,
the fucking
please tell
string
me you're
bean that
pulling
you
up a
are.
picture of Brendan in cap
He
and gown.
is.
Oh, he is.
He's right near him.
Oh, God.
Or no, he ain't. Nope.
Some of them I removed.
Oh.
There I am.
Oh, God.
Look at my pretty ass.
Oh, there's nothing pretty about it.
Aw, there's you guys in gray.
There's
I even look stoned.
Because you probably were.
Go,
I
through the,
was
go through the other
sober.
pictures.
Really?
Yes.
God, you just had that perpetual look of just like, look at me, I look fucked up.
You guys have chubby cheeks.
Yeah, we were both a little chubby.
Yeah.
There's my daddy.
And your sister.
Kevin. He and
Before he
ass.
started going to the gym. Wow.
Yeah, that's back before he was fucking ripped to shit.
Oh, he's ripped now.
Momo.
Break me like a goddamn toothpick.
Do you have short hair, Drew?
No, it's just in a ponytail.
Okay, you just had that shit really
My,
collected. then,
my hair
because-
was shorter.
Yeah.
Oh, I can tell your hair was shorter.
It's
You were
embarrassing.
growing. Yeah, you were growing. Like, you had like the coconut head.
I did.
You had the coconut haircut for a while.
I
Good-
seriously did.
God, I
There's
like
a good-
God. No wonder you got bullied.
No, I
bullied you.
never got bullied. It's a whiskers.
There's a kitty cat on you.
It is a G-ball.
It's a
G-ball.
a G ball or a Jew ball?
G-bow.
Jew ball or
Yeah,
G ball?
G-bow.
It's a jitter. Jitter whiskers.
He was originally named, this is my cat, he was originally named after a Volkswagen Jetta because we didn't know if he was a boy or a girl when we named him.
Oh,
And
I get it.
then after that, we started calling him Jedi after we knew he was a boy.
Yeah.
And Jedi Master, and then it turned into Jitters because he would like do all these weird shaking movements.
Yeah.
And then now it's just like a play off of Jitters, like I don't know, G-Ball and like all these weird fucking names.
It's literally it evolved, and then now it's devolving for the sake of comedy.
Yeah.
Like that's fucking brilliant.
An old stepmother of mine, she had a Siamese cat, and we named him. He was named Ricky when we got him, and then it turned into Fat Ricky because he put on some weight. And then by the time towards the end of his life, basically, he was just called Fatty.
Well, I mean, look at our dogs. We have 2 dogs. We have one of them is a terrier mutt. It's her name's Winnie. Then we have another one where she's a CKC registered micro miniature pinscher, and her name is Felicia. Like on paper, it's Felicia, but we started calling her Fifi because it was easier for her to remember instead of Felicia. Plus, it didn't like Fifi sounds cuter. Like you can call to her like that. You can't really be cute with the word Felicia.
Come here, Felicia.
Yeah, like it doesn't really sound good. So we got now she's just gotten fat. So she was Fifi. Now she's Fatty.
And occasionally I'll call her Fifaroni.
Yeah, because she's gotten so fat now.
Oh Lord.
Like she's
well, you have my sister's dog who was first named Toffee. And then it became Whittle.
Yeah.
Little Biddle. Wanted little.
What?
And
no,
yes.
you had a stroke right there is what you did. I saw an eye drift off, Brandon.
I will call out to this dog from across the house. Come here, biddle. And she responds.
Brandon.
She comes sprinting. I think she might think I'm dying, but whatever.
Fuck you, Brandon.
Now, what the hell? I'm suing you.
The hell is in the well.
Hell is in the well.
Hey, we're getting on past 2 hours. You guys want to do an intro?
Well, we gotta kind of wrap this up. I believe.
Outro, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless there was anything else that anybody wanted to talk about. Anybody else have anything interesting to say? Brandon excluded from this conversation.
80s time capsules.
Oh, good. This will be great. This will be great to talk about without Brandon. What's up with those?
Well, I found a picture of my old band uniform.
Really? Did you really?
You were in band?
In the 80s.
Oh, you were in the 80s?
Oh, my God.
Where, was it like Flock of Seagulls 80s, or are we talking like Eurythmics 80s?
Eurythmics.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You wore a suit at all the wrong times.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
All that synth.
Wore my blue suit.
You wore your blue suit.
Yeah. The pink undershirt.
There you go.
You were the inspiration for that one SpongeBob song.
Which
they
one?
It was like that big 80s. They were playing on the football field.
Oh,
yeah.
Sweet Victory?
Sweet Victory.
Dude, that song's so fucking good. That song's so fucking good. I love that fucking song.
Can I speak?
Brandon, what did I tell you?
No.
Can I speak now?
Fuck off, piece of shit.
Oh, it got a little dark.
Anyways,
Drew,
what up with SpongeBob?
Drew never raises his voice.
Back here with Lamb Bass Podcast. We're going fishing out in the bayou.
I'm gonna start I'll break out the wacky radio guy.
All right, guys.
Daddy.
Oh God.
Daddy.
I still am working on that one. I'm still working on that. I don't know why that's so funny to me, but I've been continuously working on that.
Can we get a guest spot from Rudy?
You get a guest spot from Rudy.
I guess not. Rudy's just going to ignore us all, ain't he? Yeah. Rudy's fed up with our shit, Chris.
Obviously, it seems so. Well,
do the radio voice.
You want me to do the radio voice?
Yes.
Why do you want me to do the radio voice?
Do the radio
awesome.
voice.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I guess I can. I don't really want to, though. I'm put on the spot. Ah, fuck it. What the fuck do I care? All right. Give me a song to announce from the 80s. A song that I would know from a band that I would know. Brandon, you are allowed to speak, but only in band names.
Cyndi Lauper. Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Can you give me a shorter name title for another song? Maybe by...
She Bop.
By...
Cyndi Lauper. It's entirely about
Why are you
masturbation.
choosing... can I ask... No, Brandon.
It is.
I asked you.
It is.
Is that the name of a song?
Yes.
It is?
She Bop by Cyndi Lauper. You know, it's on par with Billy Idol's Dancing with Myself, Violent Femmes, Blister in the Sun. It's all about that.
Why did you have to pick the masturbation song? Anybody else got a good song that they can look up?
Chose good music.
I'm looking for something here. It would
Here
be
comes
perfect.
the rain, in parentheses, again.
Can we do something by the Police?
By the Police? Which song?
She Bop?
Oh, that would be funny, though. That really would be funny. I would love to hear the Police cover She Bop. Oh, my God. I would love to cover that myself. Grab an acoustic guitar and figure it out. You know? That would be fun.
Girls on Film, Duran Duran.
Oh, I love Duran Duran.
Who was the big guy in Duran Duran?
Oh.
Yeah, I could probably do Careless Whisper by Wham instead. I know that one better.
Something by Oingo Boingo.
I don't know. I know Oingo Boingo, but I don't know any of their music.
I'm sure you do if you heard it.
Maybe, but like...
Have you seen Back to School?
Yes.
They were the band.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I know who Oingo Boingo is.
Dead Man's Party.
Yeah.
I know what boys
Yeah.
like.
I know what boys like.
Oh,
I know
true.
what boys like.
I know what guys want.
Guys, what?
All right, how about I'll just do
There's
I'll
an
just do the one that I was
article.
doing earlier.
There's a video on, if you Google Oingo Boingo, Danny Elfman on his embarrassing Oingo Boingo days.
Wait, Danny Elfman was in Oingo Boingo?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you
No,
serious?
seriously.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
Yeah.
How am I just now figuring this out?
Because you're sheltered naive.
I'm sheltered naive because I didn't know Danny Elfman was... Okay.
I didn't know what a hymen was.
What?
Yeah, I had to...
What?
Dude, I had to explain to Drew...
All right, we have to add another hour onto this podcast.
Drew, when a man loves a woman...
Cue the saxophone.
Careless Whisper in the background.
We're going to show you a thing or two.
He takes his ding dong.
His doodle, so to speak.
He waves
not
it
sure
around
I
like a
understand.
baton. Not unlike the Police. And not, I'm talking about the band. No, yeah, I had to explain to Drew, what was it, 2 days ago?
Yeah, it was
What?
a couple days ago.
A couple of days ago, what a hymen was. But as soon as I explained it to you, you knew what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Like you knew kind of what it was, but you didn't really know what it was. And
Yeah.
then when I told you about it, you were like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Because you knew what it was, yeah. I don't want to say
Yeah,
that
I knew what it
you weren't
was.
completely clueless about it.
But yeah, I just didn't know like the terminology.
Yeah,
of
like
it.
when I said the word, which
He
I
just-
don't even know why I said the word hymen around Drew. For the love of God, I have no idea why. But it was probably it's more than often not. It was a joke, and which makes it sound like it was all right. Drew, cut all this out.
it was something I said. And it was like a insult joke.
Yeah, it was some sort of insulting joke, and I said something about a hymen or something like that.
Yeah.
And you were like, "What? What is that?" And I was just like, "A hymen." And I explained it to you, and you're like, "Oh, that's what that is." You just didn't know the terminology.
Yeah.
You weren't going in there ignorant at all. All right, guys. Well, that's the end of Lambast's podcast today. I'm going to go ahead and put on the next song for you. That's Ozzy Osbourne's Bark at the Moon. And I'm going to go grab a bite and a babe, and I'm going to go head to the beach and have some brews with my bros. Have a good time, guys. Have a good night.